New York City, 6 a.m. An out-of-control satellite radio show is being broadcasted to millions of Americans. At the controls, Greg Hughes, a father.
I am amazed it lasted this long.
Anthony Cumia, an alcoholic.
Holy mother of God.
And Jim Norton, a comedian.
There's no positives out of this thing, except for everybody's blood.
The three men make up the Opie and Anthony Show, a popular radio program known for its cringe style of entertainment and having very few limits.
Oh, my God.
Okay, no, this is getting really intense now.
It starts funny and then gets very uncomfortable.
In the past, they have been accused of multiple FCC violations and have even gotten their show suspended from satellite radio.
You couldn't have picked a fucking more self-destructive show.
Yeah, crazier the better, yeah.
What are you, 19?
I'm 19.
Delicious.
You made Springer uncomfortable. Do you know how hard that is to do?
Thank God this show's on radio.
Everything you are about to hear is real. Real people, real excitement.
Hey, let's go fuck have a good time. What the fuck?
Get ready to experience the thrill of a lifetime. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Funny.
You gotta get it.
Get a good one. I brought in treats this morning.
You're gonna be good. You're gonna be so good.
Give it a nice bite live on the show.
Oh, my God.
My sister could take on the cake boss, I'm telling you. Not to step on Bobby's toes there, Sam.
Yeah, watch it.
But my sister is a fucking baker as well. She knows what she's doing.
My mom doesn't make chocolate-covered Oreos.
My sister's got to get a real website because she could take over Long Island with the baking. I'm telling you. How good is that?
Oh, my God. It's heaven.
I don't even know what it is. It's like I know it's an Oreo cookie. Then it's like dipped in like dark chocolate, and then there's a little
crucifix
a
on
little
the
crucifix on the top because it was for my son's baptism.
Oh,
baptism, right?
Christening.
When did they get baptized, or is that the same thing?
It's part of it, but
It's part of it.
Catholics christen and Baptists baptize.
Oh, okay. How good is that, Ant?
Oh, my God. That's so good.
That was the favors at the old baptism.
And it
baptism?
Christening.
Christening.
Oh, my God.
And it looks perfect. Like, it's symmetrical. Like, there's no...
Yeah.
There's no, like, it's not like she just dipped it in with her hand or
and then
something.
it's in a little plastic bag with a little blue ribbon representing the boy. It's got little confetti in the bag to go along with the treat.
There's a little metal charm on the bag.
Yes.
It's a onesie that says baby on it.
That's right.
It made it impossible for me to get. I had to breach the side of the bag.
You had to rip through it?
Yes, I couldn't take it.
Yeah, I didn't even talk about it, but my son was christened on Sunday in a church.
In a church?
That, like, I'm a New York City, like, transplant. Like, I was telling people,
that's good.
I wish my kid got christened in maybe the church I used to go to, or the church my wife used to go to, but just a weird church in the middle of Manhattan that I have no real connection to. And the guy could barely speak English in the front of the place. And then he's shaking, and he's got bad breath.
What the fuck is that about?
My whole family's listening now, but now you get to hear the real story. I'm up there with my kid with a bunch of other families, and he's going through the pamphlet. It's a christening. There's supposed to be some connection with the big guy.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, how is there a connection with the big guy if he doesn't even know what the fuck he's doing in the front of the church?
God's pamphlet.
He's reading out of a pamphlet, and he's like, oh, no, not this. And he's trying to figure out where to go next.
Yeah.
And then I'm just smelling his horrendous breath. I don't know what he had before the christening. And then he pulls out
chlorine.
Then he pulls out a bottle of water because you got to christen the kid and get him all wet and get him screaming.
Yeah.
And he claims it's a bottle of water from the River Jordan. And I guess that's supposed to be really special because I guess not every christening gets that.
So they ship that over?
I think he might have been there and decided to get a few bottles. I don't know. Yeah. It looked kind of dirty.
That's kind of cool, though, you know.
Is it?
Well, for that kind of thing.
Because they say it's the same river of where the Jesus got his christening. Or
yeah.
But, I mean, that water's long gone.
Yeah, that water's been,
it's been washed in and out.
That's gone.
That's long gone.
It's not the same water. Right, so what is it?
I don't know.
What does it matter if... that really
when he held up this bottle with this label on it, this kind of like religious label on it, like the place went, ooh.
Oh.
Water from the River Jordan. Oh.
Oh,
and I'm sitting there.
It's the same water. No, it isn't.
I'm sitting there trying to make sense of this whole thing. Like, how is there a connection between this guy?
Yeah.
That maybe took a few classes, because I don't even think he was a priest.
And the Lord.
And the Lord.
The Lord Jesus.
And the Lord Jesus. And then in the back of the church, this church is one of those rare churches where they let the homeless in. So now there's commotion in the back because the homeless are trying to take naps and stuff.
Are you kidding me?
Not kidding.
This city is just weird.
And unfortunately, I was too busy to pull out my flip or a camera, but there was a lady in the back who had a afro, like, help me out, like this big.
Like how, OJ and the Naked Gun in that scene where he had the big afro?
Exactly. I'm not even exaggerating. You see how big I'm making this fake afro on my head,
giant.
Right? It was that giant. And then it turns out it was a dude. But everyone thought it was a girl. And then people are talking that they think the dude is pulling tricks in the back of the church while my son's getting christened.
What the hell is going on in this Church of Satan?
I can't wait to go back. I didn't want to do any of my funny business while I have my young son in the church.
My young son in the church.
But I'm going back because it seems like there's some weird shit going on in that church because the guy that's not the priest doesn't have a control of the situation.
Do a little expose.
So I think the homeless have decided they could take over this church and no one's going to kick them out.
Does the Archbishop know about this? Does the Vatican?
I have no idea, man. All I know is like there were guys, walking over to the Afro dude who we thought was an Afro chick.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't see anything going down. But
how close were they?
But there was some funny business going on. They were in like the back row.
So they're in the back row.
There were plenty of rows between the christening and the bums.
Lots of buffers.
A lot of right. So I'm going back because there's something going on there, man.
Expose it.
Yeah,
definitely. Expose the church where because if there are people having sex in a church, I think you should you should be the one that goes in and exposes that and turns those people in. That's just
wrong.
Abomination to Jesus.
Yeah, we don't know. Honestly, we don't know. But there was something very suspicious going on in the back of the church. I don't know. Maybe there's a little drug dealing going on.
Could be some dealing.
I don't know, but they were coming and going.
Prostitution.
But we all thought it was a girl and somebody's kid. We had all the nephews and nieces there. Got a little too close. And my brother goes, sorry about that or whatever. And we thought it was a she at the time, goes, no problem. And that's when my brother's eyes got really big, like, holy shit, that's a dude. So, but anyway, the treats are from the baptism.
I believe it was a christening.
The christening?
Yes, christening.
So I did some godly stuff over the weekend, I guess.
Godly?
I don't know.
Sounds like some was ungodly and some was godly.
I don't know.
Depending on where you were in the church.
But how is it that the guy reads from a pamphlet and then there's some spiritual connection with the God?
Shouldn't he have that down? Yeah.
Thank you. That's what I said.
Especially if he's the guy that bringing water from the River Jordan, he shouldn't have to read off a pamphlet.
Don't you think he should have that memorized?
Memorize it.
Like he's done a million of these things, and maybe he's got, like, if you're reading out of a pamphlet, how is that connected to the God thing?
Christenings, weddings, and funerals, they should have all that shit down.
Right.
Because they've done enough, you know.
Right.
Confessions, well, that's different. It's all different every time.
And then I go, could I go to the bathroom? He goes, yeah, the door behind the altar there. I'm like, really? All right. So I'm in the back.
No, just piss on the door like the homeless guys do.
But they don't have. I don't know if they have public bathrooms or maybe the homeless took that over already. So they gave up that area. So now I'm in the back of the church, right behind the altar, and in the back, I swear to you, there's a newspaper clipping of Madonna and her young daughter on a bulletin board. I don't know what the connection is to the church.
Oh man!
And then I saw a 40-pack of maxi pads. Swear to you.
Wait a minute.
And I could have taken that picture, and I should have, because I have no proof of this.
What is going on?
I don't know. Like this
is that for the homeless women, you think?
I have no idea.
It's like, I need me a maxi pad.
It was just a messy room right behind the altar. You take the door to the left, and you kind of go down this like very thin hallway that kind of wraps around the altar. And of course, I'm going to explore. I take my leak, and then I'm like, I have to explore a little.
Poke around.
So I go a little further, and it's a really messy room that they barely use, obviously. But the bulletin board had a picture of Madonna her daughter, and then in like a bin or something, there was I don't know if it was a 40-pack, but it was a big, huge fucking pack of maxi pads.
Maybe this guy really doesn't know about the religion, and he was told by his boss to put up a picture of the Madonna, and he's like, oh, I got you. No problem. I'll do one better. I'll put it her and her daughter.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then what kind of disease is my kid going to get? Because he got the water from the Jordan.
Water from the River Jordan.
Did they put it through some water filters?
Maybe the homeless guy's name was Jordan. That would really be bad if it was water from him.
That's the picture, or something similar to the one Danny just found. Yeah, that was in the paper, I don't know, a year or so ago, and they just had it on the bulletin board. And who checked this water?
Yeah.
Are you sure this was a real church?
Because the church actually was beautiful. I'm like, damn, they spent some money on this church instead of, taking care of the needy.
Wow.
Because that's what religions like to do.
She's just looking fantastic, that little Lourdes.
Yeah, I think she's only like 13 in that picture, by the way.
She's getting...
but I can't argue with you because she dresses like she's a lot older, so what are you supposed to do?
And a really nice hair. You can just tell she's going to be a good one.
Blossom.
Well, she's got the Latino in her, so...
And the Madonna, the slut. She got the slutty young Madonna in her.
Yeah. Her father was at Sirius XM the other day.
Oh, yeah?
People interview him. I don't know why, because I don't really know what he does. I think he's a trainer still or something.
She's getting tall, too.
Yeah. Yeah, she's got those nice dark features, right?
Yeah.
Because Madonna's not a good-looking broad. She's figured out how to make herself good-looking over the years.
Yeah.
But all you have to do is take one look at her sisters and realize, oh, okay, you're supposed to look like that if you weren't a multi-millionaire.
I bet, oh my God, could you only imagine? She must have grown a giant bush at like 9 with Madonna's hair.
Oh, the kid?
And the Latina in her.
Well, she had a mustache by the time she was 11.
Oh, and the fucking eyebrows that met in the middle.
Right.
And
at least she's waxing that shit down.
Forget about it. That must have just been giant.
You think the water from the River Jordan's all right?
I don't know.
I hope he ran it through a filter.
Yeah, he got all his shots.
Yeah,
it's all right.
But they're crapping in the River Jordan, aren't they? Having sex in the River Jordan?
There's shenanigans going on over there.
It's not as sacred as the Catholics like to think.
It's not like the river they pull that water for the Coors beer out of. Right. That looks nice and sparkling and cold. And
nice, cold,
Rocky Mountains.
Not tapping the Rockies.
No, he's not tapping the Rockies. The River Jordan's pretty filthy.
But you couldn't put it through a filter because that would get all the Jesus off of it, too.
There's no Jesus filter.
There is, the filter
I don't think it filters out
the
Jesus.
Of course it does.
And
then you just throw the Lord away in that filter?
Exactly, the Britain thing.
I'm not a huge fan of the organized religion, but I figured, at least, put my son on the path and then let him decide.
Yeah.
Just in case there is something. I don't want the guilt of going, come on. And then there happens to be something and he never went down the path.
You got to do the prelims of the things that he can't do yet because he's just too young to decide on his own.
Right.
So you do the preliminaries, and then when they get old enough, they want to keep pursuing it, or if they want to change to something else or just say, fuck everything.
I'm not saying
that's one thing, yeah.
I'm not sure what I believe, but I know the organized religion is a little messed up. That I think they have caused a few problems over the years. That's where I'm at right now. But
was the water like brown or milky, or
it wasn't
did it
good?
Have dirt in it?
It wasn't good.
Sand?
It wasn't good.
No.
It was. It wasn't like obviously brown, but you could tell it was a little dirty. Ugh. And then my son is a bit on the older side for a baptism,
christening.
Ah, christening.
And a little old because I think you're supposed to do it when they're freshly baked. My kid's pushing 1 year old, but it made it a lot easier because my kid wasn't the one screaming and crying like the one that was up there ruining it for everybody.
Were you the only white baby? Were there other white babies there? Or was it just all pretty much Hispanic?
No, there was a Hispanic.
It was a melting pot?
It was a melting pot.
Little Asian kid?
No, not a little Asian kid. That's what I'm getting at.
Oh.
A 10-year-old Asian kid.
Wait, what?
Where the father, maybe not 10, but...
They're going to hog all the water.
Maybe not 10, but 8 with a full head of fucking hair. Because you got to get the head wet, right?
Yeah.
The father is struggling because you have to dip the...
He's got to hold an 8-year-old up and dip his head in?
Over the thing.
Yeah.
And then the priest spills the dirty
River
water
Jordan,
from
water.
Right. He's struggling. He's going to drop his 8-year-old because his 8-year-old weighs about 80 pounds, it looks like.
Holy mother of God. What were they thinking?
I don't know. That was a little weird because I think you either get christened around, I don't know, before you're 1, let's say, or 30.
Boy, they needed something really quick.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, something was going on, like, christen this kid, do it now.
I don't even want to know.
I don't know.
So enjoy the cookie from my sister.
It was fantastic.
Who certainly could take on the cake boss and possibly Bobby.
I don't want to.
With her baking skills.
Don't start making challenges.
And I wish I could give an email or something because people probably need baked goods. I'm telling you, she's the best. She's fucking. How good was that?
That was fucking fantastic. To the point where I would eat 6 of those.
All right, there's more in that.
No, I'm not gonna. But I absolutely could just sit here and the 6th one would be just as good as the first.
Well, the next time you have a teen party, I'm sure she could put together some kind of nice teen favor.
They're
called favors.
A sleepover.
Yeah, maybe a little
sleepover.
Maybe little pajama cookies or something.
Yeah, because I got all the ingredients for like
cookies.
s'mores.
Yeah,
I got like the graham crackers and chocolate and marshmallows, and you can make them in the fireplace.
Nice.
And those are delicious.
How good are s'mores?
Oh, they're great.
Holy shit, I want some now.
They're fantastic.
Who would win?
Little pajama parties.
Who would win baking battle between your sister and Mars's wife?
I would kick Mars. My sister would kick Mars's wife's ass. No problem.
Destroy?
Yeah, destroy her.
Annihilate?
She would have a tough time with Bobby. She would kick Martha Stewart's ass easy. And also the cake bosses.
Wow.
Because the cake bosses, I've had some of his stuff. It
Not that
doesn't
good.
taste too good. Looks great. Doesn't taste too good. My sister knows how to make it look good, but also taste good.
It's all pizzazz.
Yeah, because they use that.
No substance.
They use
all
that
sizzle.
fake shit. What is it, Mars?
Fondant.
What?
Fondant.
Fondant. Fondant sucks a dick. It's horrible. But it's supposed to be edible.
Really?
Well, that's what they use to make it really look nice. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like Play-Doh with sugar.
Yeah. All right, enough of that. So, stupid Islanders lost last night to the fucking Toronto Maple Leafs.
Whoops.
I'm not paying attention, though. I'm just... Anyway, PFGTV in.
PFGTV. Holy shit.
Me and Em went old school, and we were texting back and forth all night long.
It was fantastic.
It really was. Someone tweeted me, man. I read every fucking tweet, and I appreciate the tweets, and I can't get back to everyone, but you guys are turning me on to some good shit. Guy tweets me and goes, dude, the latest version of PFGTV from our old friend Scorch that we used to work with many, many, many fucking years ago.
Scorch!
Up there at
He was
AF.
pizza, you were hamburgers.
Yeah, but now we're starting to understand that maybe, even though we don't like Dave Douglas, that Dave might have been onto something.
I don't think it was...
I think officially we're going, you know what? He was onto something.
I actually texted last night. I said, this isn't pizza or hamburger. This is a giant shit sandwich.
Oh.
It was just so bad.
But he's like 3 seasons deep.
Dude, someone's got why the maxi pads in the back of the church.
No.
In the back room of the church.
I was trying to figure it out myself.
I kind of was thinking this, and I didn't want to go there, but if someone else says it, then I'll be fine with this.
Okay.
Oh, yes, Danny, go ahead.
I hope I don't ruin this guy's joke. No, I didn't see this. Is it just in case the Virgin Mary starts bleeding?
Oh, hey.
That's a good one, too.
That is good.
Joe the trucker.
Little stigmata.
It's a little more obvious than that. Joe, go ahead.
My guess is that they had maxi pads in the back of the church for the young altar boys' buttholes.
Oh, you think the altar boys are wearing them?
Doesn't get any worse than that.
After some type of horrid abuses have gone on?
No, this almost priest, I'll call him. He didn't look like he had it in him.
No.
Nah.
Were they maxi pads or tampons?
No, they were maxi pads.
Maxi pads.
Yeah, they were maxi pads.
If they were tampons, I guess you could just use them as like a palm plug, right?
Yeah, if you stigmata. That's what I'm saying. Like, you could just plug up your feet and your hands if you...
And you're all set.
You're getting stigmata.
I just felt like I couldn't take out my camera. I was off the clock. But now I'm going back into that church,
you
man.
gotta.
And I'm going to explore.
You gotta.
Because this guy obviously doesn't have control of this place.
Yeah.
The zombies/bums have taken over. They really have taken over. And there's some creepy, like, hallways and staircases that go downstairs, obviously. I meant to say down to a basement area. You can only imagine what's down there.
Oh.
And the church is like 300 years old, so.
I was going to ask, like, is it an old church?
Oh, yeah,
it's one of those creepy old churches?
I'm going to go explore.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, this guy don't care.
That's probably, you'll find some, like, Indiana Jones shit in there.
Imagine.
Like a fucking secret wall.
Imagine.
And bugs and skeletons with their mouths open.
Imagine.
Yeah.
So PFGTV, yeah. This guy
PFG.
tweets me and says that Scorch had this comedian on that bombed horribly.
Wait, which one was the comedian? Because wow.
And he goes, it's 36 minutes into his latest PFGTV. I go, why fast forward 36 minutes when you can watch the entire show?
Yeah, why would you sift through gold to get to just another gold nugget?
I mean, Scorch is the only show where you don't even fast forward through the commercials because they're Scorch sponsor breaks.
Oh, that's what he calls them. Thank you. We're trying to remember. And for
sponsor break, and the camera goes in and out on him. He's like, whoa, sponsor break.
It's like Wayne's World in 2011.
Yeah, great.
For the people that don't know, me and Aunt, like I said, we worked with Scorch for maybe, I don't even know, less than a year at AAF.
That's all it was?
He's an old school rock DJ, and now he's got like this TV show, sort of. I think he pays for the TV show.
He buys time like an infomercial.
That's correct.
On a local channel.
One of the My networks in New Hampshire.
Right. And then I guess he goes into some studio that is supplied.
It's got to be some kind of local access studio.
Yeah, local access studio, because there are TV screens and stuff.
Yeah, the place looks great.
And he has facilities, I guess, for editing and things like that.
Right. And his look is bizarre, because I was telling Aunt, he's a guy that doesn't have to be bald, but decides I look better bald.
Yeah.
And then, so he's completely bald, shaved right down to the skin, and then grows that weird beard where the beard just starts, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, the sideburns.
It's not attached to anything.
It goes from sideburns to beard, and then just stops at the top of the sideburns because he shaves his head.
And if that's not good enough, then he's decided he wants to bring back the turtleneck.
Oh, he loves turtlenecks and
He wants to bring it back for the young people.
Yeah,
because we learned the old people, like Tom Brokaw had one on the other day on TV, and Ant said it. It's to cover up the fucking turkey neck.
Gobble neck.
I didn't know that. That's why the older guys wear the turtlenecks.
He's sporting a fucking Crazy Eddie look, because he's got the turtleneck, but then he wears this blazer over it, and it's a bizarre look.
You ask him, though, and there is nobody who dresses as well as he does, if you ask him.
Now, I didn't look close enough. Would there have been dog hair?
Certainly.
And dog urine smell all over those clothes?
Well, it wasn't smell-o-vision, but
I think
that was the rumor back at the old station.
One of these days, because we own this channel here, we have to play audio of an entire show, because we were going back and forth like
it was just
Mystery Science Theater there, just fucking laughing our asses off and texting each other, because it's hard to explain, because it's nothing over the top funny, but when you understand Scorch's mindset, it makes it one of the funniest things you could watch.
Yeah, it sounds like a good 10 o'clock hour activity. At some
my
point.
God, yeah. He thought for sure that he was Johnny Carson.
Right. Yeah.
Reincarnated.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Well, I told Ann he has the confidence of Mick Jagger.
Yeah.
With none of the skills whatsoever.
Yeah.
But
he is a confident man.
But he knows how to broadcast, so he's not stumbling around. He actually knows what he's doing. He knows how to put a TV show together or a radio show together, but there's no substance
But
to
he's
it.
Presenting nothing.
Right.
And most of the things was him plugging stuff.
That was going to happen on his show.
That was going to happen, and doing live reads.
Instead of doing it. Like, it took 12 minutes to actually do something on his own TV show because he was too busy promoting what he was going to do.
Yeah.
And then he did what is it called again? The Scorch sponsor
break.
Scorch sponsor break.
Where he talks about his unbelievable sponsors for 10 minutes. One of his unbelievable sponsors, I was telling Anthony, and he was bragging about it, is a company that takes your old shitty laptop, puts it back together, and then sells it for $99. And then he's bragging that he's got one of these laptops. And I told him, this laptop looks like it's from like 1998. There's no reason to brag about it.
I love reading on my monochrome screen. And then he's doing commercials for eating place to eat, restaurants and whatnot. And what was another one he did?
Well, he did the bar.
Oh, the photo place.
Oh, the photo
hysterical.
place. He's bragging about this sponsor that's a photo place, and bragging how this woman that owns the place takes pictures with a cell phone, and they look great. So the photo place doesn't even have like actual cameras.
It looks great. She takes with the cell phone. It looks fantastic.
It looks just amazing. That's why you have to go there. It looks amazing. It's like, what are you talking about?
I'm going to be
I have a cell phone.
locked in my dog cage for pause.
Right.
What is it? Pause for
the cause.
Pause for the cause. Boy, does he love to rhyme things.
He does. He loves rhyming things. He's all about branding.
He was rhyming.
Which goes back, like he
see what he was
knows
rhyming.
how to put shit together.
Yeah.
And then he's, what was the other fucking thing I wanted to say? And then he's talking about his pub crawl. He wanted to promote his pub crawl.
Oh, yeah, the pub crawl.
And then he wanted to show all the places they're doing the pub crawl. It was 2 bars. Did anyone else pick up on that?
The pub crawl.
2 fucking bars for a pub
2
crawl.
bars for the pub crawl. I got, what was he, he rhymed something, and it was
You might have
so.
wrote me on that. Let me see.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I'm looking for it because it was a typical. Oh, God.
Let's see.
One guy that looked like Joey Buttafuoco.
Oh, Scorch rhymes everything. Did we ever? Okay. Inflation, disintegration.
Yeah, inflation. They practice inflation disintegration.
Right.
Yeah, inflation disintegration.
And then he has a comic on, and that's why we're playing this today. And the comic, I know the guy's trying, and he's probably doing well locally. I don't know.
I can't imagine that he is.
But
I'm in Boston.
But the fact is, he had a horrendous set, and Scorch is laughing in the background, and then Scorch now believes he's Johnny Carson, and now has to invite the guy back to the couch to have a little chat.
Well, that's
that
only
was
because he
Scorch's-
liked him.
Yeah, that was Scorch's
Yeah.
way to show approval. Like, yeah, I'm gonna bring him to the couch.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, it was Scorch's way of just filling up more time.
Oh, no. He's already done.
Anybody would have. He would have pulled over anyone on the couch.
Yeah.
But Johnny used to do that. Like sometimes a comic, he would just wave, thank you, and they'd go behind the curtain and they were gone. And sometimes they were so funny and Johnny was laughing so hard, he'd be like, yeah, why don't you come over here and take a seat? And people would be, that was the, oh my God, he just made another star.
Yeah.
Johnny Carson just created another star in that split second. Scorch was thinking that's what he was doing.
Yeah.
He actually said, why don't you sit down and relax?
Yeah.
Like, sit down and relax here on the couch.
And I want to know where he gets the crowd from. Man brought it up last night that he pumps up.
The beginning.
He adds sound to the
Sound
crowd.
effects. He puts like crowd sound effects at the beginning of his show
to make it look like holy shit.
I said it was like fucking 1977, The Who coming out for an encore.
Yeah.
But then throughout the show, you can tell there's not nearly.
Yeah, because like throughout the show, when he gets a little applause break, it's just kind of.
And the crowd sounds like they don't want to be there.
Well, he gives free pizza.
Is that it?
If you go to his TV show.
I told Ann, it sounds like they're either being held hostage or it's like, I don't even know if he is into this stuff, but it sounds like maybe it's his drug dealers or something. Like they don't want to be there.
I love
where does he get his crowd from? Well, are they sort of friends?
He also didn't need the visual picture of Scorch's nippies. Yeah.
Okay. Now, of course, show of hands. Did anybody on TV see that? Trust me, the hands were up. Trust. Although they say that now, but you know what? They're going to be emailing me later on saying, "Scorch, you got those pictures of those nips? We want to see them." Anyhow, you all know Nick Carpinelli, right? Give it up for Nick, the man on the couch.
The man on the couch.
That's Nick Carpinelli.
He is flying.
You know? What? It's supposed to be, okay, yesterday was like 50 degrees. It was nice, it was beautiful out. Yeah. Today it was freezing. Yep. Tomorrow's supposed to be 50 again. Yeah. And then through the rest of the week it's supposed to be above average temperatures, so we're going to have a lot of melting, and I'm kind of concerned about those in the low-lying areas.
Oh, nice.
Because there's
there's a lot of low-lying areas.
There are a ton of low-lying areas.
Plus, a lot of our listeners during the week, they live in gutters. You know, so
nice
make
one,
sure.
That's what I'm talking about. I don't want the
Make sure
audience to get
if
washed
you're
away.
living in a gutter, cover yourself up nicely, because you don't want to get wet and catch pneumonia. You know what I mean? Bad enough we're all going to be sick next week.
Yeah.
We'll all be out sick. We'll have Nick hosting the show again.
All
but
his
I'll give you
computer's
plenty
now
notice
covered with
next
plugs and
Anyhow, what a show
stickers.
today. I'm really psyched to have Dylan back on the show. Dylan is, Dylan Thompson's here. He's from the Children's Tumor Foundation. And he is...
You can't intro a cancer kid by saying, I'm really psyched that Dylan's back.
that he's back. He's not dead yet. I'm really excited about it.
You You save that for a comic or someone with like some kind of special skill. I'm really excited.
That's his credit. Like, we're really excited to have Dylan here. He has cancer.
Yeah.
Sorry, Danny. Could you go back slightly? Listen how he talks about the cancer kid. Really excited.
Could be the worst name for a foundation ever.
Yeah, because there's
a lot of low-lying areas.
There are a ton of low-lying areas.
Plus, a lot of our listeners during the week, they live in gutters. You know, so just make sure.
What I'm talking about. I don't want
make sure if you're living in a gutter, cover yourself up nicely, because you don't want to get wet and catch pneumonia. You know what I mean? Bad enough we're all going to be sick.
Do that on purpose?
Oh, yeah, he did.
Well, I'll be honest.
You never know what's
hosting the show again, but I'll give you plenty of notice next time.
Sweet, that'd be good.
Anyhow, what a show today. I'm really psyched to have Dylan back on the show. Dylan is Dylan Thompson's here. He's from the Children's Tumor Foundation. And
Children's Tumor Foundation.
I'm hoping I get this right. Neurofibromatosis or something. Is that it? Neurofibromatosis? Yeah. Wow.
He's laughing and they're applauding.
He's making cancer fun.
My mother always did, so that's why she married one. I don't get that. Anyhow, we're going to talk to Dylan. This is his second trip on, and I'm looking forward to speaking to him. Really cool young kid, and he's actually she's sharp as a tack. Last time we had a foot smelling contest on the set, so I don't know what's going to happen this time, but I'm going to leave it up to him.
He's a really smart kid. He can smell feet.
The winner of the Laugh Riot, the Comedy Fest, it's Josh Condelman is here today as well. Give it up for Josh.
5 hits to the losers.
We're going to talk to him about winning his comedy things. Also today, we have got the Scorch's PFGTV CD review. We're going to be reviewing Press Fist CD.
Danny, can you pause that? The CD review, me and Ed were talking about this too. He picks a CD and he describes the track for 2 minutes. And then plays 30 seconds of the track.
Yeah, that's it.
And then that's not good enough. Then he has to do it again for another track.
Right.
And do you think
it's like it starts off with a great instrumental, and then it sounds kind of like Tool.
He goes, it gets a little toolish,
and make sure you listen to the lyrics. And
do you think he's not getting these local bands to pay him to do that?
Oh boy,
he is looking around every corner.
Oh no,
I don't know for a fact, but
who
it does
knows
fit
what he's putting in his back pocket.
It does fit Scorch's MO to collect money and not to tell people about it who work for him. That I mean, his co-host / sidekick was so pissed at him when he left Syracuse. So pissed.
He just like took off on it, right? Yeah.
For 3 months. He was like, "Don't worry, Paulie, I'm sending out our tapes. Don't send out any tapes.
Don't send out any tapes now. I got this well in hand."
And then Paulie would go to the bathroom and he'd be like, "Sammy, don't tell Paulie, but I'm going to be up in New Hampshire in 3 months."
Why would he not let Paulie try to get some?
And then the the day before Scorch's last show, I got a call from Paulie, and I knew the next day was his last show, but Paulie didn't. I was like, "Hello?" And he goes, "Sam?" I go, "Yeah." He's like, "Come on, we're going out drinking."
Oh, shit.
Because he had just found out that it was Scorch's last show.
Scorch's last show.
And he had just not told Paulie.
You're not along for the ride. But Scorch has got to go solo.
But you're a shitty friend. You're not going to go drinking with a guy that just got fired.
Well, I mean,
that's the thing you're supposed to do. What did you drink when poor Paulie there was drowning his sorrows?
Well, I mean, I would have Coca-Colas until the calorie count got a little high, then you switched to seltzer.
Great, while he's like, "Fuck Scorch, man. Fuck his Scorch."
And then he asked me, he was like, "Did he tell you?" And I had to be like, "Yeah, dude."
Oh, shit, you had to fess up?
I knew that was coming.
All right,
yeah.
Let's get back to this. This is the big intro for PFGTV, and then we're going to play the comedian. And
oh, yeah.
I don't know. We're trying to give this justice because you got to understand this.
It's
one day it'll all come together for the listeners because
it's horrid.
It's just
Scorch will have a national show one day, and that's when it'll all.
Well, that's what he told us
yeah.
last night. He goes, "Eventually, I'm going to pay you guys," meaning the crowd,
right?
Because the show's going to get so big, he's going to actually pay the people.
To pay the crowd.
And I'm thinking Oprah doesn't even pay her fucking crowd.
Letterman doesn't.
I think
pay
she's
the crowd.
kind of big.
Occasionally. She does give out cars.
Yeah.
Favorite thing.
Hey, let me tell you something.
Scorch's favorite thing.
You get a slice of pizza. You get a slice of pizza. You get a slice of pizza. All right, I'm out of pizza. Anyone got a couple of bucks? We'll send someone out for some pizza.
He takes money from the audience.
Right. Oh, yeah.
The pizza never comes in.
Maybe the audience can chip in.
Yeah.
And you get a laptop. Oh, $99 laptop. That's all I got. One.
Oops, one. Maybe you can share. I don't know.
And I'm having trouble booting it up.
I don't get that.
I don't get that. Score.
All right, let's hit this again there.
And what's the name of that band again that's on here tonight? I love them. I'm so glad to have them back. They have a new disc. We're going to be talking about that. 5 Point is back in the house tonight.
Look at him. He's just...
So we have a lot of stuff going on. Why don't we get into things with the segment that we call Weird News?
I forgot about Weird News.
Okay, for starters, police in Madison Heights, Michigan. See, you learn something new every day on Scorch's PFGTV. Who would have known, other than Dylan, of course, that there is a Madison Heights, Michigan?
Weird news.
They thought they'd never find the person that robbed several banks.
Madison Heights, Michigan.
Did you know that?
Gives a fuck?
Did you know?
You learned something new.
Did you know there was a Madison Heights, Michigan?
If it said like Manhattan, Michigan, or New York, Michigan,
but the question is, did you know there was a Madison Heights, Michigan?
No.
Do you know now?
No, I already forgot.
There is. You should
but
be
you
thanking
learned
Scorch.
it from Scorch.
Well, thank you, Scorch.
Yeah, we teach here.
And what does he say? That we stole bits from him?
Yeah, he said
or we share bits.
He said
what?
you guys and him kind of go back and forth with the bits. He takes a little from you. You take a little from him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, what did he give us?
Feels for meals.
Feels for meals, he says. Yeah, really?
I mean, it does rhyme.
The beauty is he has no fucking idea that we mock him.
And you guys took douche dressing.
He has no idea
we did
mock
take
him.
douche dressing.
Well, I guess we did take that one, sure.
Because
who
we
wouldn't? No, we took it by making fun of it one day. But in his mind, that means we are doing his bit.
They appreciate a good bit.
All right, back to the
Weird News.
Weird News.
It's like Weird Science.
Yeah, take a fucking 30-year-old movie theme.
You learn something new every day on Scorch's PFGTV. Who would have known, other than Dylan, of course, that there is a Madison Heights, Michigan? They thought they'd never find the person that robbed several banks lately because of the wrestling mask the person wore when they robbed the banks. They thought they wouldn't be able to find that person, but they did. How? You're asking yourself right now. You're saying how?
No.
About a block away from the last bank the person robbed, they found the mask laying on the street. Wrapped in the mask was some of the money and the gun. So at that point, police figured out it must have been a man and not a woman. Of course, that made it easy, or it made it easy because inside the mask was the guy's driver's license with his current address.
That's weird.
He's in trouble.
I like the punchline at the end.
Folks in Windsor, Ontario.
Beautiful.
Beautiful part of the world, Windsor, Ontario. I was offered
What's offered a job?
I was offered a job at CIMX in Windsor, Ontario.
I really,
great alternative.
Of course he was.
True. Not as good as our radio station, Rock 101, www.rock101fm.com.
Holy mother.
Now, Jessica, who's our announcer, has commercial-free middays starting in just a couple of days. They're not too happy, the Windsor, Ontario folks. 80-year-old Jim Masson bought the rights to have parts of a baseball park named after him. Have you heard the story yet?
No, I
haven't.
haven't.
Has anybody heard about the story?
Why would we have heard?
He donated 55 grand to get the scoreboard clock named after him. Normally, that would be a good thing, 55 grand, name the clock. In this case, it's not, because it turns out Mr. Masson is a convicted sex offender. Involving 3 men he apparently did inappropriate things. He apparently did inappropriate things with, and that's why they do have background checks to check people's background, you know what I mean?
Oh, God.
I know what you mean.
It's amazing. I heard this guy's favorite tune is Take Me Out to the Ball Game. So,
listen to them laugh. What do you think? It's a laugh track?
Thank you. And finally, a man. This is a great one too. A man broke into a business in the Florida Keys.
He's making it seem like the other two were great.
It's always better when there's a laugh track and then you can hear the audience booing behind the laugh track.
The guy was distracted watching porn on one of the company computers. Remember when Doc went into the radio studio the other day and you were looking at porn?
Yeah.
What Doc was doing in the building on the overnights, I don't know, but that's okay. Not only was he looking at porn on the company computers, but his pants were down and he was what we call taking care of business.
Oh.
Taking care of business. Now he's facing burglary charges. break and entering charges as well. So these guys got some.
I'm hypnotized.
Key holders.
Yeah, it's great show.
And I guess you can say the cops caught this guy. You've heard of getting caught red-handed. This guy was caught red-glended. And that, my friends, is today's installment of Weird News.
He wrote that joke down.
You know, I was just thinking. Well, you guys
5 point. We're gonna have Jessica
saying
tell
that he, says, "Did you hear about this one? Did you hear about this one?" For a second, I said to myself, he probably like watches Leno and Letterman and takes notes. But that's not what Scorch does. Scorch watches Leno and Letterman with people, and he goes, and he says in all seriousness, and he starts criticizing what they do. We're actually a better show than this show.
Oh, really?
I'm sure of it. We're actually a better show. I heard that monologue. Weird News is actually better than that monologue.
Weird News, and we got the theme song. Weird News.
We have segments and stuff. We're actually a better show than this show.
And I throw up my little jokes after reading the Weird News.
Yeah.
Dude.
It's taking a little song. Taking care of business.
Red-glanded. Get it?
And then he moves on to a local band and interviews them.
And the local band is all like middle-aged guys.
Middle-aged.
They are.
I said,
fucking...
hey, one of the guys got to be a grandfather. And they're still trying to make it.
One guy was wearing a shirt that said The Rat on it because, the Rat from Boston that has been closed for how long?
I don't even know.
Hey, don't mention the competition.
And I know, hey, wait a minute.
I think it closed like the first year we were up in Boston.
Yeah.
So 95, I'm guessing.
Yeah, and I know this guy probably played the grand opening of the place. He was a grandfather.
Right.
Retro.
And then the lead singer looks like just a regular guy.
He looked like every guy I saw on every job site, a steam fitter, a plumber.
Right. Doesn't look like he should be in a rock band.
Not a rocker.
And then you got a guy that's sort of trying to look hip, but he doesn't look hip. And then they say that they're drummers from Godsmack. And Scorch doesn't call him out on it.
No.
We kind of know Godsmack.
Why would Scorch call him out?
Well, Scorch likes
that guy
that.
never was. Maybe he was in Godsmack one day because
Scorch
somebody was
loves
sick.
embellishment of people's achievements, especially himself.
Right. Scorch likes the idea of people watching his show and thinking the drummer from Godsmack is on his couch.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it was just sad because the band is talking about how they're making another CD and they're hoping to make it someday.
They're going to make it.
And
make
then
it.
Later on in the show, they played like a 10-minute song that was like kind of Spinal Tap-ish slash any kind of band you'll see locally.
That's what, as you put it, it was Spinal Tap meets any shitty local band.
Right.
And
it was like an opus. It turned into some opus where the regular guy that you've seen a million times on the job site was trying to show the world that he has a tortured soul as he's singing.
And stuff, yeah, man.
Well, Scorch has seen people come from nothing and become world famous. Do you guys know? He told me this. So I wish he was in here today. He got Triple H into pro wrestling.
You know what? I was going to ask Triple H that Friday.
Oh, my God.
And then William H. Macy showed up a little early. And
I got him into acting. Yeah. That was me.
Yeah, but that's when Scorch was Vito Carlucci.
Yeah, he said that he brought Triple H into the wrestling.
And China.
And China, too, huh?
Yeah, both of them.
Anyway.
He sure does embellish.
Finally, we get to
I don't know.
Finally, we get to the point why we're talking about PFGTV today, thanks to that guy that tweeted me. So he had this comedian on. So you got to hear this comedian. You just got it. It's just
not bad. Not bad.
Here's Scorch introducing the comedian.
This is comedian Josh Kondelman on Scorch's PFGTV.
Yeah, Scorch's PFGTV.
Branding.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, Scorch.
Thank you.
It's good to be here with someone else who is bald and whose name is a verb. So that's very exciting. Thank you.
Yeah. Nothing.
Well, something. There was one laugh I heard.
Yes, Scorch laughs through this whole thing, by the way. Just listen to because this guy...
Because it's his reputation.
Yeah.
He's got to have a funny comic on his late-night TV show.
On my late-night show, I got to have a comic, I got to have a band, I got to do everything.
And in Scorch's head, if the audience hears Scorch laughing, they'll think it's funny.
Right.
Because whatever Scorch says is, gospel.
But this guy... Now, mind you, there are... albeit a few, but there are people in this room. Mm-hmm. They give this comic nothing.
Nothing at all.
And he deserves nothing.
And the comic is feeling it.
Oh, yeah. He's awful.
I guess he's a teacher when he's not doing stand-up.
Yeah. Really?
And he might be.
He seems a little.
We don't know, though.
He seems a little light in the loafers.
We're not sure.
From listening to him.
Yeah.
But that's important because Scorch doesn't really pick up on the fact that he might be. And
he Regis Philbins this thing.
Oh, he totally does.
I'd ask him a heterosexual type question. But we don't know for sure.
We don't know. Who does
We really
know?
don't. But here's more of Josh.
I just know that if I ever adopted a child, I'd have no idea how to break the news to him. I'd probably have to go to Barnes & Noble and get a book called How to Tell Your Son He's Adopted, then just leave it on the counter till he found it on his own.
That's a joke? Oh, boy, this is great.
Good one, buddy. Adopt it.
You're a PFG comic. I'll tell you that.
Pretty effing great.
Yes, pretty fucking great.
I'm very open-minded, right? Try to love all sorts of people. That's one of my messages, right? So I try to instill in the kids. That's what I try to say on stage. Love all sorts of people. Here's the way I'm open-minded, everyone. I love lesbians, and not just for their work on film. True. Thank you. I hope, thank you. I hope I have a lesbian daughter. Not out there in the world now. Goodness, no. But when I have a daughter, on purpose, I hope that she is the lesbian kind. Because I feel like it would really cut the sex talk down to a more manageable length. Lesbian daughter, right? We can all agree. Teen pregnancy pretty much off the table.
Teen pregnancy!
So it'd be kind of a one-sentence discussion, just like, hey, honey, have fun out there. You're living the dream. Make daddy proud.
Holy fuck!
I'll tell you guys this before I scoot. There's a story about the cutest kid in my class, and you're not supposed to pick a favorite, but some of those little jerks make it so easy to narrow it down, which I think is ethical. Cutest kid, smallest kid, only 3.5. All the other kids are 4, 4.5, 5, and he's got a very thick Mexican accent, which is very charming. So he comes up to me the day before Halloween, and he says to me, Yosh. Because that's how you say Josh with a very thick Mexican accent. The J's become Y's. And I don't quibble because I like the arrangement the Mexican people and I have with burritos, and I don't want to jeopardize that in any way. So he says, Yosh, burritos. And I say, Jess?
I don't know what that means.
He goes, I am going to be Batman. And I go, oh, you mean like when you grow up? And he goes, Jesus Cristo, no. I mean like right now.
Spanish.
I am Bruce Wayne. But later, when they put on my outfit, and then I am Batman. I was like, oh, that's adorable. So the next day is Halloween. He comes in. He's wearing his Batman outfit, just flexing, happy as a clam or a bat or whatever. Till the middle of the day, where I just see him crouched by himself looking sad. I go, what's wrong, dude? And he stands up, and I can see that he'd wet his pants. And I go, oh, no, buddy. Did Batman have a little accident? And he goes, Jesus Cristo, no. Bruce Wayne peed in my outfit. Thank you guys very much. It was a real pleasure. Thank you guys.
Oh, that's great. Have a seat, man. Relax. Very cool.
There it is. The invite over to the couch by Scorch right there.
New Hampshire has a new
seat,
star.
Man, relax.
We're almost done with this, but people are confused. This is a guy we used to work with up there in Boston because they're just tuning in, Scorch, and now he does a TV show that is so bad. He has a lot of confidence.
Oh yeah,
but he has no awareness of himself.
It's on in New Hampshire, and it is also on in Syracuse.
Right.
Oh,
but he pays for his own TV show, but he does. But he makes it sound like he was recruited to do TV now.
Oh yeah, like he was called up.
And what you just heard was a comic bombing, and then Scorch, because now he wants to play the Johnny Carson role. He's inviting him to sit down on the couch because that's what Johnny used to do.
I'm a star maker. I'm a star maker.
You guys should be careful as far as how much you like this, because yesterday in the mail, I just got the entire month of January.
Dude.
Of PFGTV
I'm not
episodes.
even joking, kid.
What?
Burn me a copy.
Holy shit.
I have to watch every show now.
I have a source up there.
Actually, just burn it.
Just set it on fire.
Burning a copy, just burn it. I need a copy.
I'll burn some copies.
That. Wow.
All right, and here's Scorch asking the guy that might be a little light in the loafer.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
This is what he asked the comic.
Did you, and be honest about this, because Lord knows I have. Do you ever look at one of the kids' parents and go, damn? You know, do you ever see a MILF?
Oh, do you ever see a MILF? No comment? Can I go no comment? But like, no comment?
Oh,
you know?
yeah, so
See, get it? No comment.
See.
Scorch couldn't pick up on the fact that lisp and talk that he has, and it's the way it's
out of nowhere he brought up a joke about adopting a child.
Yeah, adopting a child,
right.
not having a child.
Right.
Loving everyone, open-mindedness.
Open-mindedness, open-acidness.
Not that we know one way or the other.
You should ask them about filths.
Yeah.
Not milfs.
Filth.
A filth.
Yeah, what are you into, filths? Dilfs?
Yeah. All right, we're just about done, but Scorch talked to little Dylan. He was very excited that Dylan was back on his show.
Well, yeah, Dylan was in promoting cancer.
Which is obviously horrible, but
yes, but Scorch made it like...
There's a way to deal with cancer kids, to try to keep it light but get the message out there, and I think Scorch missed that opportunity here.
Dylan!
This is our pal Dylan Thompson on Scorch's PFGTV. Dylan!
Thank you,
Dylan Thompson!
Man.
Dylan!
Hey, man, thank you. Thank you, man. So what's going on, Dylan? What's happening, bro? You don't want to talk to me, huh? He's going to be one of those ones again. Somebody's got to talk. So, Don, talk to us about Dylan. What's up with him? What's going on?
Dylan has neurofibromatosis.
Oh, I did get that right.
I don't care what he has, but I pronounced it right, I think.
He's patting himself on the back. Ooh, I got it right.
Ooh,
you know how horrific that is, Scorch? Any clue?
This is one of the lighthearted segments.
Right, any clue how horrific this disease is?
Hey, so what's up, Dylan?
I'm dying.
All right, yeah.
PFG.
So was that comic. Did you see his act?
Fibromatosis.
Oh, I did get that right.
Causes tumors to grow anywhere, anytime, and there's no predictable course and there is no cure. So the Children's Tumor Foundation uses the donations for research and for family support.
For family support, the Tumor. Yeah, the Tumor Foundation.
And you're right, the worst name for a foundation.
The Tumor Foundation.
No, the Tumor...
Children's Tumor Foundation.
Children's Tumor Foundation.
The Children's Tumor Foundation.
But Scorch is also using the moment when she says that this young child grows tumors randomly every place throughout his body and there is no cure, to giggle with the little kid as he's playing, you know.
Yeah.
Giggling. He's not paying attention to that point.
He don't care.
And then there was something in there.
I'm playing whack-a-tumor on the kid. One pops up, I hit it down. Another one pops up, I whack that one down.
And then he used that opportunity to snore, it sounded like.
Making noises and stuff.
Yeah, you're boring me.
And then finally, the TV show ends. And,
mercifully.
He's kind of doing, now he's decided he's got to do the SNL thing and have everybody that was part of the show on stage as he closes the show.
That's the big
He's
send-off.
borrowing from a lot of different shows.
Oh, he certainly is.
But he's watching SNL go, our ending is a little better than that, I think.
Our ending's better because we actually talk a little more and, interact with the people.
Little personality. People like that.
So, I'll be honest, the last hour of our show was a complete waste of time.
What?
And we should have just played this one clip I'm about to play.
Oh, jeez.
So hopefully you're still listening. Scorch decides he needs Dylan, cancer kid, on his shoulders.
Tumor kid.
As he closes PFGTV. Yeah, tumor kid.
Right.
You know, where tumors pop up.
Tumors grow on him.
Throughout his entire body.
And there's no cure.
Right.
And Scorch, being extremely clueless, says this.
Hey, all of a sudden I got like this growth on my neck. I'm like, what the hell is this? That's my pal Dylan. Anyhow,
Dylan that grows tumors.
He had him on his shoulders. At the end, he had him on his shoulders with the rest of the crew. They're all around waving and everything. And Scorch is talking, and he's got the tumor kid on his neck, and he says, all of a sudden I feel like I have a growth on my neck.
Hey, all of a sudden I got like this growth on my neck. I'm like, what the hell is this? That's my pal Dylan. Anyhow,
that's my pal Dylan.
Unfortunately for Dylan can't say that.
No.
Dylan's growth is tumors.
It's true.
Scorch.
He called the tumor kid a tumor.
Yeah, and there's no cure for it. And they pop up anywhere.
He's a little kid.
But let's have
little
fun.
Kid tumor.
Let's have fun with it, even though we don't even know we're having fun with it.
Oh, that's Scorch. Wow.
Why did everybody look so surprised?
What's the problem?
Who said what now?
I don't get it. I like when he says, I don't get that. I don't get that. I don't get that.
Because it wasn't a joke.
Yeah, no one else did either.
He's trying to be ironic.
He's great.
And humorless.
Yeah, that's good. It's a segment I like to call Tumor Humor. Tumor Humor.
He likes to rhyme.
Tumor Humor. Tumor Humor.
I mean, this is the same guy who pretended on the radio that this day is the anniversary of the Jungle Gym because he found a list of top 10 people named Jim that he wanted to do so badly and needed a reason.
We're gonna play a game. It's called Pants or Cancer. I'm wearing pants or do I have tumors on my leg? Pants or cancer?
Call up now. Ooh, looky, Miss Cookie.
looky, Miss Cookie.
That's what he said when the phone rang, right?
Yeah. No, when all 3 phone lines were ringing.
He got excited.
That meant all 3 of our phone lines were full.
And then he had a full house.
Yeah, 3 people were calling.
3 people, all 3 phone lines lit.
Looky, Miss Cookie. Brain cell stimulator work today. Yes, a trivia question called the brain cell stimulator.
Brain cell stimulator.
I could learn from him. Did you ever see him mad?
No, he lied to himself. So it's like,
yeah.
You know, you have to live in a shroud of.
Does he make money?
No.
Like, how does he live?
Well, he makes enough money to get by.
Yeah, how does he do
this? Is he just renting?
No, he makes like a low annual income, and then he tricks people into giving him money on the side for stuff.
Really?
Like sponsors and stuff. He just pockets all that, I'm sure.
He's just wheeling and dealing?
Yeah. At one point, oh my God, we were in Syracuse. He was the morning guy in Syracuse on Rock 105, The Dog, and between talk breaks during the songs, he goes, yeah, I got a pretty sweet deal. I got a friend over at a Mexican restaurant. He's going to let me work in the kitchen off the books.
Off the books.
So that's what he was going to do in the afternoons, work in a Mexican restaurant in the kitchen.
That's how I roll.
Where do you guys work in the afternoons?
That's how I roll.
Do you guys work at a restaurant?
Restaurant in the afternoons. That's what my second half of my day.
I'd rather not say, because I don't want to be, made fun of by the listeners.
He was a cashier at a tattoo parlor for a while. While he was, a big radio disc jockey.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
What do you want, a tattoo piercing?
I know we haven't done this justice, but we're going to keep trying, because when you finally understand this whole Scorch world, it's just some of the most amazing stuff to follow.
It really is amazing.
Scorch is the definition of long form. Like, you got to stick in there for a while, but when you get it, he's the David Brent of radio.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, the David Brent of radio, yeah.
Yeah.
He really thinks.
100%.
Yeah.
Because he should be behind that desk on TV crying, but he has no idea.
He's like listening to his tapes. He's like, I'm hilarious.
He's making no money. He thinks at any moment he's going to get the big fucking gig.
Yep.
He thinks he's Johnny Carson when the comics come on.
Right.
Wow.
He thinks he's like Carson Daly interviewing bands.
And then he
does the SNL thing at the end.
Yeah.
And then he's doing punchline jokes like Leno and fucking Letterman.
He's got that sharp, that wit, that he could just improv. He could throw shit out. He's doing weird news, and then he's got lines for the story.
Yeah, and then he could break it down and go serious when he talks to Tumor Kid.
Yeah, right. Then he could do a serious segment, but still keep it light enough where
so people aren't uncomfortable.
Doesn't get maudlin.
But he's making everyone extremely uncomfortable, and not in a good way.
He can't pull any of those things off that we've just mentioned.
He is the host of the Afternoon Loompa Nation.
What?
That's what they call it. Rock 101 in Manchester calls their fans the Loompa Nation. That's why he had to stop.
Manch Vegas?
That's why he had to stop doing Naked Militia, because the station had already branded their fans are the Loompa Nation.
Why Loompa?
I don't know what it means.
It's like Oompa Loompa?
I have no idea what it means.
Well, when we used to work with them at AF, it was the Kingdom of Nakedness, right?
Right. Yeah. And then it was...
Wait, was it nude radio? Wait, what? Naked radio? How did he say
totally nude radio.
Totally nude radio.
Totally nude radio.
The Kingdom of Nakedness. And I remember something else that happened, because he came on after us, and then, we would do production, we'd be around the station, we'd come in and say hi to Scorch, Back then, we were extremely motivated. And then all of a sudden, he gives the illusion that he's naked doing his radio show. So then if you come in to say hi, he's like, oh, Opie and Anthony here, and they're nude too. I'm like, no,
They're all
Scorch, we're
naked.
not nude.
They're all naked.
We're not
Everybody's
hanging
naked.
out with you nude. We just came in to say hi.
Well, then he moved to Syracuse and he became the Naked
No one's
Militia.
nude.
Naked militia, because now we're going to stand up for a right to be naked.
Right.
Right
By the
to
way,
bear penis.
The Naked Militia, he believes that the O&A Army came from one place.
Naked militia.
You guys heard about the Naked Militia and started the O&A Army.
didn't say that.
He did, I swear.
We
100%
never
he
had
said.
an O&A army.
He said the O&A
We never
Army.
really did the army thing,
No.
because that's kind of hack.
Yeah, a lot of
I
people
mean, we
have
did
done
our
that.
hacky shit, but
But you had a militia, the Naked Militia.
Naked militia.
And he said that the reason for that was that when people are naked, everybody's equal. So how can you fight when everybody's naked?
The right to Scorch's listeners to bare ass shall not be infringed upon.
but he wasn't naked.
Naked militia.
And then guys are coming in just to say hi, and now we're naked. I'm like, we're not naked.
I don't get that.
He used to brag about wearing Drakkar.
Drakkar. He would wear Drakkar.
We don't want to give the impression that
Smells
we're,
good. The ladies like it.
me and Ant don't want to give the impression that we're naked in front of other guys, Scorch.
Ladies like it.
You guys
fucking
did a
asshole.
naked show or two with Scorch, though, in Boston, right?
Yeah.
You were nude a few
Totally
times.
nude.
Yeah,
Totally
yeah.
nude.
Why'd you guys take all your clothes off?
It's just like, Scorch, why would you
Yeah,
want to give that
Scorch.
impression?
Why are you trying to paint that picture?
We don't have any clothes on.
No, we do, Scorch.
Wow.
I don't know.
We're taking our pants off.
You know what? It makes us fucking laugh our balls off. I don't know.
That certainly does.
We're very fond of Scorch. I hope he doesn't get the wrong
don't-
impression.
I don't have a lot of confidence in how we present Scorch yet. But you know what? Damn it, we're going to try again because...
Oh yeah.
We're gonna try again.
I don't want to stop.
Yeah,
It'll come across.
I think there's some good stuff in there. But
Yeah, definitely.
look,
There
fucking
was.
Sam has tears in his eyes. He was laughing.
Here's his
so-
eyes, I guess.
I love Scorch.
All right, we'll take a break and we'll start our radio show. How's that sound?
Yes.
Doodly dude.
iPad 2.0 coming out next week.
That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
What any line on what the new additions are going to be?
Not a new screen.
Maybe they're saying like a 1 megapixel camera. Whoa.
What?
They usually add more shit in than just like what you hear about before the
Yeah, no,
announcement.
Yeah.
it's got to be something impressive because we're all loving our iPads. So why would we get rid of these so quickly? So it's got to be something.
Probably be hard drive.
When are they going to announce that?
improvements.
Maybe
probably next
USB.
week. I don't
Maybe
think.
USB. No,
I don't think we'll see a
USB would be nice.
Why? USB would be nice.
It would be nice, but I don't think we'll see it.
Because then they're just building a computer.
Yeah, they're
I
gonna.
mean, a laptop.
It actually flips open now.
Right.
It comes with the standard Apple OS. It's
That
a
Apple
hard drive.
confuses me. We were able to get everything down to tiny, and now they're like, no, we need big now.
Yeah, they
And
kind
then
of.
this is going to turn into a laptop, but it's like we always had the laptop.
It's all fluid. Everything's in flux here.
I'm very confused, but man, they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Big or small?
All right, we'll talk about maybe some Libya action. Gaddafi. Got some thoughts on
Yeah.
that, I'm sure.
Libya's labias. We're going to be doing a show, Libya or labia. We're going to hear people screaming, and is it from touching their labia or getting shot in Libya?
Scorch thinks of names like that.
Oh, of course
But he
does.
never thinks of how the game would actually be played.
Name first, game second.
And then we'll figure out how to go
Yes.
Time to play
Name
Wheel
then
and Meat.
game. I'm going to play name then game. We're going to come up with a name and then play the game. And look, I just did it again. It's like a
Then
paradox.
game when we get back.
Do they
Paradox.
They love him at Rock 101? Because
Yeah, I mean,
that's a pretty big rock station up there. A lot of morning shows have gone on to big things from
Name
there.
that game. Hey, paradox or paradox? Is it two doctors or is it some kind of space-time mix-up? Paradox or paradox? You can do anything with Scorch. We got Michio Kaku and Doc Brown here. Paradox. But it's also a paradox, because what did they talk about?
What if you had two Doc Browns?
Holy shit. I don't get that.
I don't understand.
I don't get that.
Then it'd be a paradox.
I don't get that.
He once said that, I mean, he would go into what he was writing off his taxes. He said he wrote off $10,000 worth of toothpicks.
Toothpick, because he's always got a toothpick in his
But then
mouth.
Paulie and me started doing the math, and $10,000 worth of toothpicks is an obscene amount of toothpicks.
Yeah,
There's no way.
come on.
It would probably fill up this entire studio.
Yes.
Yeah.
I forgot. That's his thing. He has a toothpick in
But we
the whole
never
time.
toothpick.
thought
We don't
last night-
Carducci.
When I was watching last night, I'm like, does he have a toothpick in his mouth?
Yeah.
Like
That's
the whole
Probably.
time.
That's his thing.
Yeah, I talk. I'm like Muggsy. Nah, see, boss. Nah, I got a toothpick in my mouth.
When's the next one?
Next, I mean, PFGTV's on every week.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
And there's now the website, right? We should plug the website for the people that do care enough to maybe see the visual. What is it? PFG.
I think it's
Dash TV.
It is dash, right?
.com.
PFG-TV.com, I guess. Okay.
Greatest site ever.
And I'll make you guys some DVD copies. So maybe,
please.
I mean, a PFG TV party in the big movie theater.
Oh, my God. I would love to just sit in the theater and do a festival.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, this guy wants to tell us about Lump Nation.
Lump Nation.
Or Lumpa?
Lumpa Nation.
Lumpa Nation.
It's the afternoon Lumpa Nation with Scorch.
John in New Hampshire.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey, brother.
The whole lumpa is basically your working guy, your working Joe, and it's not even his. It's the morning show that is on his station and the station on the Seacoast, which is both owned by Cheap Channel.
Wait, he doesn't even do mornings?
Is it like
No,
you're a
he's
lump
afternoon.
of shit? Like you're a lump of shit?
You're a lump?
Yep.
And they
pretty
call it
much.
Lumpa Nation.
You're a worker. You got this decals that go on. Their morning shows, it's all right, but it's a couple of people, and then no, he does afternoons, and he sucks.
Oh, don't say that about
We
Scorch.
love the
Do not
Scorch.
afternoons.
I think the morning show on that station is like Greg in the Morning Buzz.
Yeah, it is. That's who it is. Yeah, and it's on both stations, and they're in Portsmouth. He's in Manchester, and they're owned by the same company.
Playing tunes in afternoons. That's what I like to call it. Playing the tunes in the afternoon.
Yeah, but Scorch is only out of Manchester right now, but he is working on a lot of different markets. He'll be all over the world very soon.
Yeah.
He told me.
I think SiriusXM is going to hire him very soon.
Well, he told me that.
For
So
that big
Very
contract,
high-level contract.
Yeah.
the merger slowed it down a little bit, but now that we're back on track,
Yeah.
probably Scorch coming here soon on the virus.
Yep.
He's on in the afternoons, and I'll tell you the reason why he's got people following him. He's got no competition. There's no other stations in this area. We live in Manchester. What else is near here? Nothing.
All right.
That's it.
He's carved out a little niche for himself.
Of course, Manchester is near Boston.
Thanks, brother.
He told everybody in Syracuse he was going to Boston.
Me.
I'm going to Boston.
We'll take our first break, and we got Rich Vos coming in today.
Yes, we do.
And John Leguizamo.
John Leguizamo's coming in, eh?
With Fisher Stevens.
Remember him?
Right. You remember Fisher Stevens?
Well, from, Short Circuit.
Short Circuit.
But he was also in Lost.
And he also directed The Cove, I believe.
Produced,
The
I
Cove.
think.
Produced The Cove. Which was a terrific documentary.
You just film some dolphins being slaughtered.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
Gotta go to a sponsor break.
The Opie and Anthony Show. The Opie and Anthony Show, damn it. On the virus, Sirius XM.
Rich Vos is in the studio today helping us out.
What's up?
Hi. Hi, Rich. How are you?
Good. I got semi-sleep last night.
Semi-sleep?
Semi-sleep, huh?
So you're semi-well-rested?
Semi-well-rested.
Yeah, that's a bitch,
little
man.
Trip. Over the weekend, I was working in Baltimore, and at the hotel I was staying at, there was a science fiction convention.
Oh, boy.
I've never seen so many nerds in one place. I'm telling you, they were the worst.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there, and then there was black nerds, which are even worse than white nerds.
That's got to be really sad for them.
Well, because they're hated by people in general, and then black people call them Uncle Tom, so they're hated twice over.
Yeah.
Like the black nerds are worse. I felt worse for them.
Yeah,
than
because
the
they
white
got no
nerds.
street cred with the other black guys, and
Yeah.
they're not quite accepted for the white people, except, if they're going to maybe Geordi from the Next Generation, Star Trek is talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been at hotels when they had Star Trek conventions.
Star Trek.
But this one made that. Did I say Star Trek? I said.
Okay. I thought I heard Star Trek.
Track, whatever.
Whatever.
One letter, big
It's
deal.
just one letter.
A or E. Who
That's
cares?
okay. It doesn't
it's a
matter.
vowel.
Yeah.
It's a vowel.
Okay, Vis.
Okay. It doesn't matter. No one remembers me.
Jesus, that's so sad.
So these nerds, it was ridiculous how nerdy. And I heard people from this show go to those conventions?
Yeah, a lot of people.
No, I mean that work here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I mean. Yeah. Well, like E-Rock goes, right?
There was
E-Rock,
a girl.
Sam.
Really?
Danny.
How come you didn't go to Baltimore? It was a biggie.
I don't usually go to Star Trek stuff, but I'll go to like a horror movie convention if there's some good people.
What about science fiction? This was all like there was a girl signing pictures. Like some actress with blonde hair, very pretty. She flew in, and I'm thinking, okay, let's say she signs 100 autographs. Let's say she charges $10.
No, it's never 10.
How much for a signed order?
Usually it's 20. 20 is like the minimum that you'll ever find at one of those conventions. And then there's other stuff too. It's like if you want a picture, some guys charge for a picture. Some people charge if you want to bring your own item. Like if I have a DVD, I want you to sign it.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be.
That's
more.
like that might be 30 instead of 20.
Okay, well this girl, the most I would imagine she signed was 50.
What did she do? Do you know who she was?
She was blonde hair.
Yeah.
Well, what was the name of the con? I can look it up.
What was the name of the what?
Of the convention? Do you know what it was?
I don't know. It was in Baltimore over the weekend.
But
you got
if she signed 50 for $20 a piece, that's a nice.
That's
grand.
$1,000.
That's nice.
It's not nice to fly in and she had somebody with her and get a room and flight and I don't know.
Yes, but
she got mad at me.
But the promoters, don't the promoters pay some of these people too?
Oh, they do.
To be at the convention?
I think so. Yeah.
I believe the promoters are possibly flying her in and putting her
depends
up.
on how popular you are,
or maybe they pay her.
What you've done.
Maybe they pay her travel expenses and then she banks the cash.
She was like, and I walked up to her like,
you wouldn't take $1,000 for just sitting there signing your name 50 times?
Are you kidding me? I take $1,000 to say 50 minutes worth of horrible jokes. So I walk up to her, like, hey.
Do you know who it was?
Oh, no, he'll find
What
it
store? I mean, what show? Jesus.
She was in a movie, I think.
What movie, Rich?
Fucking science fiction. Break it down, baby. Blonde hair, hot. So I walk up to her.
Like there hasn't been 1,000 of those. Tens of thousands.
Well, okay, she was under 17, so I'm sure you know her.
Was she a kid? Was she young?
No, she was hot.
What frustrates me about you don't give us enough info to actually find the person. Blonde in a science fiction movie. Are you serious?
Laurie Holden, Benita Friedrich, is the Farpoint convention.
I have to see her.
If we fucking Farpoint website sucks so much. The fucking con was like just I guess over the weekend. I can't find who was there.
Really?
There's no fucking.
Well, can we pop a couple of these names in the Google image?
Yeah, I'll look up. So I walk up to her like, hey, I'm also an entertainer. And I walk up to the table and I go, hope you're not judging these people. And she looked at me like, who the fuck do you think you are?
Wow, really?
She gave me this, like trying to be funny, please don't judge these people. And she looked at me like, ugh, be gone. And I just like walked away, got in the elevator and went to my room.
Who is that? Is that her?
Yeah, that's her.
Which one?
The one in the middle.
That's from Walking Dead, the blonde chick.
Yeah.
Oh, she's the fucking wife from Walking Dead, right?
Is that a big one, Danny? I don't even know.
Well, if you like the show, I guess.
Yeah, okay. She's kind of new on the scene. It's not like you're getting a classic.
She's on the TV show now.
Yeah.
And she flew in from L.A.
And her arms.
Walking Dead's a hot show. It was like the biggest ratings for AMC. That they ever got for an
it's that zombie show.
Sean in North Carolina, because you said what's one letter, right?
Yeah.
One letter Vos. And then this question's for you, Rich. Which would you rather have in your mouth, duck or dick?
It's just one letter.
Just one letter.
How many ducks are selling crack?
Just one little letter.
That's funny. That's good. Look at that. We have a little scrambler here, a little letter scrambler.
What?
So that was my weekend story from science fiction.
How's Baltimore?
Got stuck there, huh?
I was outside. I was at a club.
Is Baltimore a nice place?
No.
I hear down near the water.
Chalk outline. It's a nice place. It's a nice.
What about the what is it called?
Inner Harbor.
Inner Harbor. Is that a nice area? Is that where the club is?
No, this is in town, outside of Baltimore. You always say the closest nearest city,
right?
But it's not even near. But the new club I worked was a great club. It was like 300 seats, theater. It was a great club, and the radio was actually fun down there. The guy I played golf with him. It was good radio. Yeah. So it was fun. Baltimore downtown. The Inner Harbor. On the harbor there, like they have all the restaurants and stuff. And also on the water, they have that's where Domino's has their sugar factory. On the water side, like rats are like hitchhiking from New York to go and swim up.
That's gotta be some good shit. The sugar factory is right there
on the water.
Does it smell all nice, or
what?
That's heaven.
The sugar factory, like when you're around there, does it smell all sweet? No, because some factories smell good.
Yeah, do they really?
You ever drive like certain parts of like Brooklyn smell like what are those kids? Like Starburst fruit chews.
No, we spend our Saturdays going maybe, out to the mall or, maybe up into the pit. We don't drive. Hey, kids, we're going to go smell factories today.
I thought if you were near it, you might have, gotten a waft.
What do we wear for factory smelling?
Factory smelling day.
Let's just take this as a joke because I know how sensitive you can be.
What?
This is funny, though. Tom in Vegas. Go ahead, Tom.
I can't hear.
To an hour of Scorched.
Wait, hold on.
Listen to Vos, so it isn't as bad.
Wait, say it again. Start from the beginning.
You fucked it up.
What do you say?
Did you make us listen to an hour of Scorch to make Vos seem not so bad?
Oh.
First of all, you fucking asshole. I've been in here.
He's telling good stories about his weekend.
I haven't failed.
I feel like
I never fail in studio, and
I feel like I'm in Baltimore as I listen to you. You're really painting a nice picture of the rats and the sugar factory,
and stuff
harbor.
like that. I come in,
the comedy club is almost in Baltimore.
Okay,
I got it. It's very visual.
Maybe I'll be like certain comics and yell about white people and this is how girls are. What do you want?
White people.
Yeah,
they crazy
crackers.
What about Gaddafi? You got anything on that, Rich? It's a big story. We're going to lose Gaddafi. He's been what? He's been the man for 40 years,
40 years or so.
Well, we should have we should have taken him out after Lockerbie. All right, that's when we should have knocked him. That's when we should have went in and. I don't know.
Lockerbie. That's what we're going to be playing today in commemoration. Is it a lock or is it a bee? You guess.
That's when we should have taken him out.
Yeah.
You think they kill him or he commits to suicide, Ant?
Nah, he's not going to kill himself. He's going to try to squash this. He doesn't really care about what the world thinks about him.
But how's he going to squash it? All his people are leaving.
Yeah, but he's got enough.
You think he still has enough people behind him?
Bomb the shit out of protesters and just open fire on him.
He already started over.
Yeah, exactly.
Like 300,
yeah, he's killing a bunch of these people.
I think it's up to 1,000.
You got to quell the uprising.
Yeah, that's
what you got to do. I played those video games. I know how that works. You just got to squash the fucking dissidents.
He's a weirdo, though, man. Did you listen to any of the speeches? It's
Wait a
like
minute.
crazy talk.
Muammar Gaddafi's a weirdo? Is that what Opie? Are you saying that?
Yeah.
Why you know something? I'll have to research him a little. And
just call me Captain Obvious today. Well, why does he look up to the sky when he talks?
He's talking to like God, Allah, or something like that.
He can't look you in the face because you can't believe what he's saying. Do that. The other night on stage, my daughter came to the club with her friends. There's like 5, 20, 21-year-olds. And I'm talking about, licking jizz off my stomach. I can't even look at them the whole time. I'm on stage.
Yeah.
I focus, and that's why you can't look at people certain times when you're saying things.
Yeah.
And Gaddafi's like that.
Gaddafi had to look up in the air.
You couldn't take the jizz jokes out of your set because your daughter was in front?
No, there was 300 people.
You have plenty of material.
I know, but the
jizz jokes go over well, though,
This one's a new good. That one about where guys, I said, before they jerk off. I said this in studio a couple times ago. Where right before they jerk off, when they're all crazy in the head, like guys get crazy before they jerk off.
Right.
They go, this time I'm going to taste it, and it lands, and then they get and then they get it on their finger.
I don't.
I never had that thought.
Yeah,
No.
and then you get it, and then you get it to your mouth, and you go, nah, come on. What?
No, really,
no.
Really.
Most guys out there, I know a lot of your listeners have.
Most guys, huh?
Yeah, said, this time I'm going to taste it.
This time.
But it never
this time
happens. It never happens because after you come, then you lose all your craziness and all
your craziness goes out
away.
with the jizz. Yeah.
So,
all that craziness is in there.
And then you just feel funny.
You're just like, I better fucking get up and actually do something productive.
Yeah, you're like, why did I even shoot this low to my stomach? I knew I was going to eat it. I should have done it into a towel.
Yeah.
So it's,
would have felt the same, and cleanup would have been easy.
The cleanup.
We used to do it. We used to do a bit where we talked about how you were crazy with your girl and got into some wild shit.
Oh yeah.
And then as soon as you're done, all that craziness goes away, and now you're looking at all this awfulness around the bed, and it's just like, oh my God, we're fucking lunatics. We're fucking nuts. And then you're putting stuff in the dishwasher to clean it off. And
I know. It's funny. Yeah.
But 20 minutes earlier, it all made sense.
Oh, Bonnie does that. Like, I can't. Put it away. Put it back in the closet.
I don't want to see that again.
It's horrible.
Put it back in the case.
She's the only one that watches like pornos, like with her eyes half closed. Going,
why?
Ew.
But why is that? As soon as you're done, man, and you're right, that craziness drastically goes away quick. It's not even a slow fade. You go from this all makes sense to holy shit, I'm the biggest creep alive.
Yeah, you just. I've told this story on stage a million times where I picked up this girl. Long story short, we're getting ready to go into a hotel that has no cars in the parking lot. It's like a crack hotel. So I'm sitting out front. And before I go in to get the room for $20 or $18, she jerks me off or blows me, and I shoot a load, and I go, wait here, and I walk in and come back and go, they're all sold out, right? Because I already fucking busted my nut. Do you think I'm investing in, to sit there with you and try to get it up again?
Of course not. Investing $20.
To sit in some roach fucking hotel
hoping you can get another hard
with a pig that already jerked me off. How do I respect anybody that already fucking blew me?
But maybe she wanted to get the fuck out of there too, man, and that's why she did it in the parking lot. I don't want to go in this hotel room with this zero.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point.
I'm serious.
That's a good point.
She was probably on.
You're right. She already got a free burger at the diner.
Yeah, you comedians really know how to treat your women.
Yeah.
Get a burger first at the horrible diner.
Not even the deluxe. I said, you know what? You didn't give me no pussy. You don't get the
It's always too late at night because their spots are on late.
Yeah.
And you're dragging her to some shithole diner at all hours. It's just horrible. You guys are a pisser.
It was fun back in the day.
I don't doubt it.
Girls blowing me in the coat room, and one time this girl watched me jerk off, and I swear to God, I shot a load through 2 Dunkin' Donut napkins. I blasted through 2 fucking napkins. That's back in the day. Back in the day.
Was she impressed?
I don't care. I don't give a fuck about her, right? To go through 2. I mean,
it's like a silencer.
It's
yeah. It's like a homemade silencer, like putting a pillow in front of your gun, like fucking Don Corleone wrapping it in the towel before he shot that guy in the head. Went right through, huh?
God, all the pussy. I remember one time with Norton, I was begging a maid to fuck Norton.
A maid?
Yeah, I said, at least look at him or something. We were on the road together back when, he had no career. He didn't know how to, brown nose at the time. And I was like trying to get him laid all the time.
Really?
Yeah. It was fucking.
Did it work?
No, she fucking grossed out. I said, just look at his dick. That's all. I was begging her.
Oh, shit. You're trying to sell him.
I was trying to pimp Norton.
Reese W. writes, blowing your load is like hitting the shame button.
Yeah, it's over after you do that.
Yeah.
And you get a little freaky every so often. Yeah. Especially if you've had a couple of drinks and you decide, let's do something crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Get out the razor, start shaving things and fucking doing all weird shit, and then you come and you're like, oh God. Now my crotch is going to be itchy in a week.
I know.
It's fucking going to be chafed.
Did you shave down to nothing?
I'm going to... one time I did. It was just so stupid. Because I was fucking hammered, and it was a great idea at the time. You're all worked up into some horny frenzy, and you just like go... and then...
I did it once, and then I'm like, I look like I'm 8 years old. What the fuck? Why would you do this?
No, to keep it like, nicely trimmed is fine.
You keep it nice, but
that's
when you go. It just looks ridiculous.
The only time I ever did that is because I had crabs.
that That would make perfect sense.
I was eating my girlfriend's pussy once, and I saw a crab walking. I was like,
really?
Yeah, I'm not
crab
lying.
walking.
Yeah,
oh my God.
Years ago.
It was a king crab.
It was a
fucking Deadliest Catch. That's when you know there's a problem. You saw a little crab on her. Did she have pubes? Or was it just like walking?
It wasn't a crab that was lost.
I thought maybe it was just like skirting on her labia or something. Wow. So it was clinging onto a hair?
Just cutting through.
It's doing like a high wire act?
No, it was I think it walked above, it got out of the hair.
And did it get
gross.
into like on your face and shit?
No,
You must have
I
had crabs in
saw
your
it.
mouth. Oh, you saw it before you went down.
Yeah, I saw it. I go, fuck.
And then did you look down at yourself and go like, oh, fuck, I'm infested?
I go, now I got to get that quell, that shit you put in there, and the comb, and then you got to throw the comb out so nobody sees it and knows you had crabs. Like go in your bathroom.
The pube comb for crabs.
I had a guy go in my bathroom when we were doing our last pilot. Me and Bonnie, the whole crew came to our house, right? So they had these like the night before. I had chocolate ice cream, right? And I'm eating chocolate ice cream. Then I walk into the bathroom and I put the spoon on the counter, right, without taking it in the kitchen. So this guy goes in my room and he sees a fucking spoon with fucking brown ice cream, and I think he thinks that I fucking clean my ass with a spoon. I'm sitting there, got to explain to him why there's a brown spoon next to it.
Jesus. Yeah, because at that point it's probably all dried up.
Yeah, he's going, oh man, how much is toilet paper?
No, use a spoon. It's cheaper.
Use a spoon. Fucking
God damn.
That was the worst. Remember back in the day, you ever get the clap and you had to go to the clinic back when you were young?
I can say no.
No, I was lucky, man.
I've never had an experience where I had to get rid of crabs or any communicable diseases or anything like that. The shaving thing was just, you get a drunken fucking sex romp going, and then you're just like, oh, what are you, oh, God.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wake up and go, oh.
Aren't we doing Deadliest Snatch?
Yeah, I want to do that.
I still want to do that.
Do
we have prize money?
Deadliest Snatch.
We just talked about it, actually. I don't know what the official update is.
Really? We want girls to come in here, and we want, especially Bob Kelly, because he can't stand smells.
Yeah.
To, to smell and see who has the worst snatch.
And judge who has the worst snatch, but she could actually, make it.
Yeah, see, we want the prize to be so good that women would want to do this and maybe not shower for a while or do whatever they have to make it horrible.
Bike ride in here with like fucking old panties on.
Right, whatever.
Some kind of yeast infection.
And then
vaginosis.
Bobby goes to smell and the fish is smelling back at him.
Oh, it's sticking its head out. Bacterial vaginosis.
But I think women would make their snatch dirty on purpose just to win if the prize is really good.
Just rub some shit all over.
Because no woman is going to, go, I know mine stinks, so I'll come in for this contest. Right? I know we're not going to get anyone to do it unless they could dirty it up themselves for the big prize. How great would that bit be?
Oh,
easy.
Come on.
We've been trying to do it for a few months.
So, and you just can't get women. First, you got to get.
Well, we need to get a
listeners.
sponsor. I mean,
that would help.
We might have to throw just money at it and ourselves.
Well, we have $1,000?
Get
we do have $1,000 so far.
We have $1,000 for prize.
That's not bad. That's a good start.
Some fucking girl wants to win $1,000.
And that dope down at Philly would give us money.
Yeah.
Wouldn't Vagisil?
Steve
Singer.
He would give us money for this.
Dope.
Dolt.
He's our sponsor.
Wouldn't Vagisil give you money?
Vagisil? What is that? Like crazy glue?
Fuck.
Vagisil.
If you can't caulk down at the pussy, you get Vagisil. It keeps the water.
First of all, it's called Vagisil.
Okay.
Vagisil.
Right. I thought it closed it up.
That's what happens when they see you naked. Vagisil. Just fuck.
All right. So
Vagisil. That is great.
What? Kevin from Connecticut. Just get a homeless woman. Maybe someone brings in their snatch.
We'll call her Golden Snatch, like the Golden Voice guy, and we can make her a big star for a week.
Snatch.
Until she, fucks it all up.
Is this a...
Hi, mommy. Hi, mommy. Hi, mommy.
Could we get this done? I'm talking to the listeners, actually. You think there's enough women willing to do this? It would be hilarious.
Ladies?
The concerns that we all kind of share, I suppose, was that no girl's going to want to come and be humiliated without some kind of kick-assery on the line. So
They could be.
I just don't know if a G is going to do it.
You don't think a G is going to
ultimate
do it?
humiliation?
What if they could change their names?
Yeah, they don't have to be known.
Yeah, well, of course.
They could change their
all
names.
fake names.
Certainly, we want to get some video because it'll be funny, but we don't have to show their faces.
Stank
or something.
McGillicuddy.
Maybe we could do it with like bags on their heads or something.
Yeah, that's not
funny,
even more
man.
degrading. Hey, we're gonna smell your stinky pussy.
Yeah, but
Put
at
this
least
bag on your
at
head.
least they could leave the studio without us really knowing who it was.
Yeah, that's great.
I think we could get enough people to do this.
You just
I really do.
you don't want to hear this though. Okay, honey, I'll see you later at home. Yeah, wait a minute, who is that?
You ever
Yes.
fuck a girl and had that white glue stuff fall out?
Yeah, we've talked about that where it's
like it's yeast, right?
It's gone. No, sometimes it could just be it could be whatever, vaginal or even your penis discharge. And from the constant pumping, it's almost like a butter churn, you know? Kind of gets a little thick, mixing with air, and then the air almost gives it like a frothy thing. It's almost like the foam on top of a latte. When you get a little foam, you're pumping air into all that shit.
Or the foam on a rabbit dog's mouth.
Right, yeah, rabies.
Did you just say
like a rabies dog?
A rabbit dog's mouth?
Rabbit dog, yeah.
Yeah, that's what you call it.
A rabbit?
Yes. Yeah, when a dog has rabies, he's rabbit.
He did say it.
What do you think he is, you fucking idiots?
Rabid.
I just love...
With a D.
I fuck up a lot of things
Why
on the
does my
show,
wife-
but I love having you in because there's no way I could compete with you.
My wife
It's just
says
one letter.
It's
Bonnie
just,
keeps
it's
saying
just one letter again.
I'm flowers from Algernon or something.
Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. You ever read Flowers for Algernon?
Well, the key word in that sentence was read.
Ah, that's true.
I used to read a lot, but no, I haven't read.
It's a guy that's all fucked up and kind of retarded and shit, and then they give him some treatment, and he becomes a genius. And alas, the treatment is only temporary, and he goes back to being a retard. So
that was like
you're
Awakenings.
just like that without having that genius part in the middle.
I think I am a genius.
Yeah?
Do you really?
Yeah.
Why?
It's all relative if you're around fucking
Why do you think
turtles.
you're a genius?
You're fucking,
I'm around turtles, yeah.
Whatever.
All right, not one woman is saying they would do the contest, so maybe Danny and the boys are right. I want to do this one, man.
Yeah.
Rub some
I
tuna
really
fish
want
out there.
$1,000?
Whatever.
That's
For a
good money.
grand, that's good.
And whatever the dope in Philly gives us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking.
Yeah,
I
we could do
guarantee
that.
they're gonna end up with a couple grand. Some, I'll throw in a CD or two.
I'll definitely throw in some money on top of whatever we could get from this company, which is not much, but
I'll throw a little
at
probably
it.
throw
I'll
something
throw a
in
little
there.
at it. No problem.
If we actually do get girls up in this motherfucker, I'll throw in like 500.
Wow. That means I got to throw 5. I was thinking, I was
another
thinking
grand.
2.
But it's another grand, so that's
Yeah,
like
we'll all right.
that's kind of good.
That's fair.
And we got a couple of thousand.
2,000.
Now we're up to 2,000.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know when you're going to do this, but give me 2 weeks in advance because I'm going to tell Bonnie not to watch her. Do not. Okay, $2,000.
And they don't have to be naked because that scares off a lot of women these days.
How are you going to get to it?
I guess they got to be wearing panties or something,
Well,
but
a skirt. They wear a skirt.
if they want to be naked, that would be awesome. But
I'd rather, yeah.
If we
I'd
say
rather
you have,
be naked.
But if you say you have to be naked, I'm telling you, it's going to drop our numbers.
Yeah, they don't have to, but then when we get them in here,
if
we
they
talk.
got panties on, you
We're
sniff
so
through the
charming.
panties. Sniff through the panties. Wow, we're fucking disgusting.
We're charming, though. We could charm those panties right off of them. Come on.
Certainly we can. Some of them.
Some of them. Yeah, you can keep your panties, but they can't be big fucking dumb bloomer cottony things.
Maybe the listener looks out and she has her period and just lets it all just kind of.
And God damn. But here's the problem with panties, though. What about these girls that will stink their panties up and their vagina can be as clean as possible? But they like rub tuna juice on their panties.
That's why judges.
But
we'll know.
Will we? How? If it's like on
know.
panties,
that's a good question. I don't know.
It's got to be like kind of raw.
In the end, if it sounds good for the listeners, I don't give a fuck.
You know something? Why am I going through it?
Our job would be,
right,
that's coming from the Snatch,
that's
all
coming
right.
from Snatch. We know it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then you get Bob Kelly in here. It's writing itself. And then we get
puking.
Then we get to actually do a bit for the first time in 2 years on our own show.
Oh my God,
that would be amazing.
That would be completely amazing.
We used to do bits every other day.
What?
Not one girl calling. Great. So how else do we? We're up to $2,000 and whatever the dope gives us in Philly.
$2,000 here, $2,000, and we get a stinking pussy in this motherfucker.
Line 6 is a girl, and she's from Long Island.
All right.
Kalia, what's your name?
What's your name?
Talia.
Kalia?
It's Talia, yeah.
All right. You sound hot.
Oh, I thank you.
That means you know. Fuck.
No, I want to say that I think a lot of girls would do this. Maybe you just don't have a lot of the female listeners listening right now. But in my opinion, it would be awesome because I'm a huge fan, and I would love to come in just to be able to meet you guys.
Oh, wow.
And plus, if you get $2,000 on top of it, people need money right now. So
it is.
The only thing is, I think you might have a little bit of trouble with rules because, all right, for instance, I'm probably one of the cleanest people in the world, but I would come down and do this. I would get creative.
That's what I'm saying. We want the girls to get creative. We don't
make that thing.
We're not
stink.
going for natural stink necessarily.
Yeah.
Although we should have a side prize for naturally
natural occurring stench from some type of bacterial infection would be great.
Where you come in and brag, look, I didn't fuck with my pussy at all. This is how it smells when I wake up in the morning. I'm at
this
it, boys.
This is organic.
Right.
This is farm grown.
Right.
I probably wouldn't brag about that, but I would do whatever I had to and brag about what I did to make it smell horrible.
See
if
that?
I got $2,000 and was able to meet you guys.
Thank you.
So.
You get the bit.
Yep.
See, I think if women understand that they don't necessarily have an actual smelling pussy when they're not in this contest, then they would do this.
I mean, you're gonna get girls that are pretty cool and down if they come in. You're not gonna get somebody who's all fucking uptight and obviously is going to be embarrassed. So, no, I think you could definitely do this. I would totally do it.
And then we got to go old school. We used to, who knows with this company, but we used to sell spots in studio for the bit.
Yeah.
So you got rich listeners out there like, I'll fucking sit in and watch the smelliest pussy contest, and they're giving up a couple $500 to be
sit
in studio.
In and watch.
Next thing you know, the prize money goes way the fuck up.
Right.
And that's how we got some of the things done in the past.
You could have
we sold spots in
sold
studio.
Tickets.
Special categories.
If I was a rich person and I'm a chick, I would come in to watch that just to see how embarrassed the girls get, honestly.
And they could.
I think you guys could totally do this.
We could get Halloween masks, so we don't even know what.
I wouldn't wear a mask. I'd let you see me. I could care less.
Well, so you're saying you're in. Are you in?
I would be in, yeah.
Well, then you have your first one. All you need is...
All right, we got one. Hold on the line.
Yeah, hold on.
Because we're actually going to get info.
We'll get your info and shit.
Fuck this. We're going to
get this ball rolling.
Oh, my God. I love this kid. Pat Duffy, everyone. It's been a while,
What?
Pat. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, guys. How are you?
Pat Duffy, wow.
How did you get that gig or no?
No, not yet. I'm fucked in that sense.
This fucking guy should be doing radio, man. What's up, Pat?
Not much. I know my chick will do this. I just know she's down for it.
Oh.
She's asleep right now, but I know she'll do this. Like, I won't even have to ask her.
Contest's over. If Pat Duffy's girl's involved in this, she's going to win the money.
Yeah.
Because Pat Duffy knows how to play.
He knows how to prep his chick's pussy with some real stink-ass shit.
And Pat, she's more than your girl, right?
Oh, yeah, we're actually engaged now.
Congratulations.
Oh,
and they met on our show.
It's that same girl?
Yep.
Yes, she kicked me in the balls, and I asked her to marry me.
Yep.
Wow.
Remember that?
Yeah,
Remember that bit? They
Yep.
met on the show, and now they're getting married. I wonder how many
Holy
fucking
shit.
kids we're responsible for.
Oh, wow.
I think we're responsible for a few at this point. So she would definitely do it, Pat.
Changing lives.
Oh, absolutely. I know for a fact she'd be down to
We
do
got
it.
2 girls already.
That's great.
Can we do it Friday?
What are you doing between 9:30 and 10?
No, I want to do this like next week.
Yep.
I mean, you got all weekend to prepare. We could do it either Monday or Tuesday. Let's put it on
You
the
think?
fucking count. Yes!
We need more chicks.
No,
Can't
and
just
I
have a
know
couple
that-
of chicks.
I know my chick is like right on the verge of her period, too.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Front runner.
That
Fucking
would
front
be
runner.
great. Would she do it without panties so we could get a real good sniff?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh, that's fantastic.
That's fantastic.
That's fantastic. She's certainly a looker, there, Pat.
Yes.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And I run into your dad every once in a while in weird places. So
Really?
tell him I
Weird
said hi.
places. Weird places. Weird place.
I was in the worst casino in Atlantic City. The worst. I don't even remember the name. And there's Pat Duffy's father walking down the fucking hall. I'm like, why would you be here? I had to be here for something that was going on.
Yeah, he told me he courted you in a hotel room, like a hallway.
Hotel room. How about you say hallway?
Hey, why don't you talk to Opie about this privately first and see if it should be on the air?
Jesus, really? He did say hallway.
Yeah, he did. He did say hallway.
All right, Pat, hold on the line. We want to make sure we got all your info because I'm telling you, we want to do this. We want to do this sooner than later.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to see you guys again, man. We'd love to do this.
All right, good. Good talking to you, Pat.
Would be good to see Pat again.
Still the most amazing intern we've ever had. And he worked for us a little bit, right?
Duffmeister.
Did he ever get a paycheck?
No, stop.
Wait, is this the one that used to do all the crazy stuff?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
He was out of his mind.
He's the guy that got his face puked on by Pat from Munaki.
Oh, I remember this guy.
Yeah,
That's how we met him.
Projectile
Not met him,
vomiting.
but that's what made him just a fucking star in the O&A community.
Oh, yeah.
He took the baby bird, man.
That is still a huge video.
That was the first time?
we met him.
Yeah, he wasn't even an intern yet. He did that to become
an intern.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yep.
You're right. I forgot the story for a second.
Those were the days. People used to do things. They used to work for.
Yeah, well,
you know,
Pat Duffy worked for free for 2 years. We would try to get him hired, and it just never happened.
Yeah.
He literally worked for free for 2 years.
My
Not counting
God.
a little cash here and there that came out of my fucking pocket.
Whatever, you know.
I just try to do the right thing, and I don't know, whatever. So his girl's in.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so now
Bonnie's in, so that's 3.
No,
Oh, Jesus.
Didn't you say?
Bonnie's in.
Not in.
$2,000 and whatever that dope in Philly fucking gives us. That's
No.
good.
Bonnie's got a nice pussy. It doesn't stink. There's nothing you can do to make it
See,
stink.
you're fucking
Wow.
up our bit.
No, I mean, I can't even put stuff on it.
Oh, really? There's
Yeah.
nothing you can put on it to make it smell bad.
No.
How about rub it with Limburger cheese?
Yeah, what would be some of the ingredients the women would go for?
It's some kind of stinky cheese. You just rub it in there.
Dog shit.
Dog shit. Dog shit.
How
pussy.
crazy you think you're going to get?
Yeah, how crazy can you get? Like, what else?
Imagine they walk through that door and it's like, holy
Wow, you pussy stank. The fish is almost hack at this point.
Yeah.
You want it to be like really something really disgusting. Shit, that fucking liquid that you'd spray on that would smell like liquid ass. It smelled like funky, sweaty ass on a construction worker. Spray that on your bush. Mm-hmm. And that would be funny, too, if they just let them grow in a bush and just the hair's all matted and stinky. Oh, that would be great to see.
I think we can get enough people.
Yeah.
I really do, yeah.
How about
this
the juice from the bottom of your garbage pail and just spread your legs and dump it on
Well,
that's
just what's going to make this great, too, is when the women describe
what they did.
Like their formula and how they did it. And
what scent are you wearing?
Another girl on line 9. God.
Oh, nice.
She's got a question, though.
Oh,
all right.
okay.
Sarah, where are you calling from?
Hi, Jersey.
All right, so you're within the area, so you can certainly get here.
Yeah, totally.
All right, you got some questions.
Yeah, can I keep my tank top on? Because I don't really like my stomach, but I don't mind taking my pants off.
Oh my God,
man.
yeah. We'll take that trade any day.
That's fine. You leave a tank top on?
Yeah, you can hide your butt, no problem.
Is that because the shirt's a tank top or you're shaped like a tank? Is it a turret? Do you want to remove your turret?
A little bit of both. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you can.
That's good.
I mean, technically, you could even leave your panties on, but I mean, if you want to be a trooper, a good sport,
yeah.
we certainly would.
I mean, if you're going to leave on the tank top, you might as well ace the panties, you know what I mean?
That's true.
Get rid of those fucking things. What kind of concoction? Do you have any ideas that we're not thinking of a way to maybe stank it up?
Well, I'm on my period now. Hopefully I'll still have
congratulations.
it on Monday. Yes.
Yeah?
I know.
Are you on Facebook so we can take a look at you? We won't give out your Facebook thing unless you want us to. But if you want us to just promote it right now, I don't give a fuck.
No, please don't.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, hold on the line for a second.
Yeah, hold on.
Hold on for 1 second.
Somebody I think this is panning out.
Funks29 on Twitter. Fucking brilliant, man. Why didn't we think this? Have the show supply clean panties for the women to wear so they can't cheat.
Oh, that is good.
So now we need a panty sponsor.
Yeah.
That's brilliant, though.
That is good. Then they can't come in with stinky panties.
And they can't come in with shitty panties either. We'll have some nice ones.
Although, let me think. God, if a girl's got a period and doesn't put in a tampon and her blood, she just got blood in her panties and just stinks. She left it there for days. How great would that be? That would stink.
Do you think it would stink, the blood?
Yes.
What do you think?
Yes, that's not just blood. That's like womb lining.
Sarah?
It's disgusting.
Yeah. Sarah's back.
Sarah.
So I think we got $2,000, and like I said, that dope in Philly might help us out, too.
Oh, that's awesome. Cause
I love him. He's great. He's great. He's a great sponsor, that dope.
Yeah. We love him.
Yeah, absolutely love him.
It's fantastic.
Why are you laughing?
Nothing.
Great guy.
I like the whole idea of the whole bit.
Yeah.
I mean, you get
That's Sarah.
Really stink down there.
Yeah.
All right, Sarah. Sarah on Facebook, huh?
Let me see. Let's go to some pictures there.
People want to know maybe a little bit about you. I could tell the listeners this. There's a picture of you where you're only showing from your eyes up.
Oh, a little Facebook magic. Yeah, you're not that bad. You got. You look like you got big titties.
Yeah, she's all right.
You got a tat, right? You got a little kitten on your shoulder.
Looks like you're hoping people
snowboard.
Looks like you're hoping people look at the cat more than you in these pics.
Oh.
There's a lot of pictures of you with the cat.
Oh, don't blow it.
That's mean.
There's
one pussy we deal with.
Oh, you're gonna rub some used kitty litter on your pussy? That'd be great. That'd stink.
I could find some of the harder turds and kind of
shove it in there like a tampon. Do you have giant tits?
You probably should use. You probably should use all the vegetables that you don't eat. That are rotting.
Oh man. You know those strange leafy things.
Oh.
She's not that big.
You know, the fruits and vegetables you allow to rot in your kitchen.
Yeah.
You could smear that all over you.
That fucking slimy black head of lettuce that was never touched.
When you shit out your roast beef.
Ah, shit. Come on, we're just fucking with you.
I know.
That's great.
I listen every day. I'm actually a really big fan.
Yeah.
Oh, we know that.
I like your... I'm a really big fan. I like your...
she's not even that big.
No, she's not. I'm looking at a picture right now. She's got nice hair.
Yeah,
she got nice hair.
Real nice hair.
She's wearing Harry Potter glasses.
Yes, very nice.
And you're it looks like you're at a restaurant. And the staff looks worried.
Oh, here comes John Keonis. What would you do?
No, that's great. You're just you're kind of a big girl, but you're pretty. But
I don't think she's big. She's not like, oh my god.
No, she's not.
She's like.
Let me see another picture.
She's not big at all.
Let's go to another picture. Let me see the snowboarding one.
The one where she's moving the couch. Do the one where she's moving the couch.
Moving the couch. What's sitting on it? No, I'm looking at the snowboarding one, and you just like you got a shape to you. You know, you're not like fat. It goes in your hips and then comes out.
Yeah, it definitely goes in.
Unless that's your snow pants. Oh, you're not wearing snow pants. No, what are that? So you snowboard?
I did once.
Oh, just once?
Yeah,
Really?
I want to go back, but
Was there any snow left on the hill?
No. Oh,
You were done?
Oh, that's
Did
terrible.
people try to snowboard on you?
Oh. See, that looks good. You're there with your cat.
I like that.
Yeah,
picture.
that picture looks like you got a tiny little bra on.
Yeah. What is that? A Star of David on your arm?
No.
yeah.
Yeah, you got a Star of
What's
David.
wrong with that, Rich?
Nothing. I
You
like
just-
it.
Don't
You
you
got
know
mad.
the Jewish religion really kind of frowns upon tattoos?
Yeah, I know.
And they also
But you
found,
don't care.
They also
Not
found
really,
out
no.
people that throw their pussy around for $2,000.
No, they wouldn't.
No,
that's a deal. What a bargain. That would be good. And the Jewish food is not known. I think Jews aren't known for good food, so maybe some matzah balls, some gefilte fish. You could throw some in there.
Well, I like her tattoo.
Ooh. How about bitter herbs? Rub some bitter herbs.
Yeah, for Passover.
Yeah, for Passover. You could pass it over your pussy and make it stink.
I'm thinking maybe the women come in and we take a Brillo pad and kind of scrub the area.
That's gonna hurt.
And then, what?
Well, yeah, that would hurt.
And then,
how about painting an X of lamb's blood on your pussy?
You can have,
trying to keep this all, old school Jewish.
You can have a black girl come in because there's your Brillo pad right there.
Brillo and kind of rub back and forth.
Well, Sarah, I think you're in.
Ivory.
You're gonna do this contest.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do it on Monday.
Yeah, Monday might be.
Monday's a little too short notice.
Yeah, we
though.
might need we're thinking we need a week. So next week, Wednesday or Thursday would be nice.
You don't
maybe
have to be
maybe we
Bellini.
make a nice big Friday show for everybody.
Yeah, it could be a Friday thing.
Next Friday's rough. What?
Friday's Car Crash.
Oh
Comedy.
yeah, so we might have 2 bits next week. We got Car Crash Comedy
damn.
next week. We're trying to do bits again.
What about
or at least some?
Would you be available? I don't even know in like 2 weeks.
You don't
That's
don't clean yourself
the
for
good
2
thing
weeks.
about my schedule is I have Monday mornings and Friday mornings off.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Otherwise, I can.
When did you take off for meeting?
Oh
Jesus!
Oh my God! What do you do? What do you do for a living?
I do security overnights.
You're a security guard?
Really?
Yeah.
Where?
Really?
Oh, you can't say that.
Yeah.
Do you carry a weapon?
No.
Oh, a nightstick?
No.
What do you do?
I sit at a desk. I'm
Oh boy.
a fucking waste of life. I'm an overpaid assistant.
We just broke her down. I'm sorry, man.
Oh man.
She's trying to have fun.
She just starts crying. You hear you hear her window open.
God damn! It's like Private Pile. What do you? So you just sit at a desk?
I sit at a desk and I watch the monitors, the cameras, and I wait for the phone to ring.
Oh.
And if something's going down, you call a policeman or something?
What's the address you gave for the pizza?
Just waiting for the phone to ring. You get it? Master Sarah.
He's going to the bullhorn.
Yeah, watch out. I'm going to the bullhorn. I'm doing a wacky telephone bit.
Wait, hold on. Things are slow. He's turning around. He's going to the trunk. He's got the bullhorn.
I got the bullhorn out. Hey, man.
Let me tell you.
I say Sarah, has a good shot at winning this thing. Are we gonna try for next week, or you want to give it a little time?
I would prefer to do it in
Yeah,
2
we
weeks.
should build this up, make it a real big thing.
But like early 2 weeks, not like 2 weeks from Friday. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like not next week, but the following week's like a Wednesday-ish.
You ever see anything on your cameras
2 weeks
or
from
on your
today would be nice.
monitors where you're like, oh shit, I got to do something?
There was a bear a few months ago, just kind of walking around.
Really? Yes.
bear, yeah.
Hello, I'm lost.
Women are mad at the Brillo suggestion.
What?
That bit felt horribly flat.
Oh, don't worry. Come on,
It's
ladies.
gonna hurt.
Yeah.
I know. That's what I was getting
No,
at.
we would never want you to scrub Brillo on your vagina.
It was a major bomb.
You have a boyfriend?
No.
All right.
Why not?
When was the last time you had any kind of sexual intercourse?
This past weekend.
Oh,
really?
What? Just some guy?
Well, he's a friend.
Oh, are you like go out, get some guy, and just fuck?
I haven't.
When you go to a bar and you try to get like picked up, how late does it take?
Oh,
Jesus Christ!
When you finally leave, is the sky turning blue?
Like there are some girls, they're like, fuck, it's only midnight, but what the hell? And then there's other girls, it's last call, 4 o'clock, and there's still one.
All right, I'll go to the diner. Maybe I'll get lucky there.
And then there are the girls that go home with the bouncer because he wants to, be with someone when he's doing his crystal meth.
Does 4 a.m. Prince Charming kneel down in front of you with a horseshoe and see if it fits?
What the hell? I don't want to do this crystal meth alone. I'm bored.
I could
now be
use a
honest, which girl are you?
Yeah.
I usually go home alone.
Oh, that's sad.
That's really sad.
That is sad.
Good for you, though.
Go to your cat, but your cat is unconditional love, right?
No.
Why?
Because cats
Is
suck.
your cat dead?
We all know that.
She doesn't want to play with me all the time.
Yeah, because she's sick of you biting her.
Oh, God. Oh, jeez.
How old are you?
27.
Oh, you don't look 27.
She looks young. You look. You look.
You really don't look 27.
I know. I'm only 4'11", too.
Oh God!
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah.
What, pounds?
Why is she staying on the line?
No,
Sarah,
no,
you realize we can't help
She's
ourselves,
very
right?
cool. We are. We really can't help
We
ourselves.
can't help ourselves.
I'm just being quiet and letting you do your thing, guys.
She's a team player.
All right, Sarah, we're gonna have
She's
you.
a team
are.
player
Come
and,
on.
and a team.
You rule. No, you rule. 4'11". How much do you weigh?
I think 140.
When you put both legs on the scale,
4'11", 140.
That's only 140.
Well, 4'11". Jesus.
Yeah, it's the okay.
That's pretty short for a.
I don't think she's that big though.
No, she's not.
No.
She's not like, oh my, you know what I'm saying? She's not like, you look at her, you go, I'd fuck her.
Yeah, I would.
You know what I mean?
That's if you're at a
You're
bar
right.
and you sit down and she starts talking to you and she's kind of cool,
right?
You would definitely fucking do some shots of Jägermeister
I would stay sitting.
go home.
I would stay sitting the entire time.
Yeah.
At the bar, so you know it's the iceberg effect.
Oh my God. With the iceberg where most of it's under the water. Oh, I got you. Oh, if she sits down, the top of the bar acts like the surface of the water.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
You ever seen iceberg underwater? There's a lot more going on.
That's right.
The difference between her and an iceberg is that fucking iceberg. No. You know what? Here's the deal. What's your name, Sarah?
Yeah.
This is all jokes. So, like, I don't want to read in the paper you did something drastic because I can't handle the guilt.
No,
so
she's fine.
From the bottom of my heart, I'm saying you're not a fucking total mess.
Is your middle name Lee?
Oh my God. You know, can we bring it all together? E-Rock, you got a Sarah song for us? Give us a nice Sarah song.
Sarah, there are some
There's some nice Sarah songs.
Sarah.
What's your favorite Sarah
Starship,
song?
I think Starship is.
Which one do you like, Sarah? There's Sarah Smile. There's Sarah. There's that other Sarah.
I think the only Sarah song I know is the one that goes, "No time is a good time for goodbye" or something like that.
That's a Starship.
Yeah, we're gonna play
Starship.
We're gonna bring this together and at least play the Sarah song for you.
Yeah. See, this is it. Yeah, remember this? This is a fucking popular song.
To keep you all nice and happy.
Yeah. That's nice.
It's nice, right?
Yeah, I like it.
It's soothing.
It really is soothing.
And this song was huge. I'm sorry, no pun intended. But this song was
massive.
Oh. Wow. Yeah, remember this? No.
Fucking cunt. Fuck you.
No. Right?
You look like a fucking bitch on heat. And if you get raped by a pack of niggers, it'll be your fault.
Right?
Nice, right? Bringing it together.
Stew is brewing on your stove. Right? Right?
You're such a super lady.
I think she's very nice.
Kiss my fat ass.
Oh, no. Come on. Terrible.
Holy guacamole, yeah. Because when you're sleeping, there's no lonely times. It's just dreams.
My name is William, and I like fingernail polish.
Oops.
Yeah.
That watermelon, eat that watermelon, eat that watermelon.
Yeah. Right.
Any comments,
You
anybody?
are a disgusting fat body, Private Pile.
Oh.
What is that, Private Pile? Sir, jelly donuts, sir. Hey, you little maggot! You make me want to vomit! What's your name, fat body?
Nice, right?
It is.
Bringing it together.
Yeah.
Turd? 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 Turd?
All right.
Well, the last time I saw a mouth like that, I had a hook in it.
Sarah's going to be part of the contest.
Yeah.
Yay!
Now I think we got 3 girls, and we got at least $2 grand.
Food? All right.
We got 4 now.
Why?
The other 2 and Sarah.
He said, I can smell your cunt.
See? That's what we want.
Let me have a Diablo sandwich of Dr. Pepper. Make it fast. I'm in a goddamn hurry.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah, for some reason or another, you sound a little taller on radio.
All right, we know the song. It's
All right,
great.
Sarah, stay on the
Isn't it?
line. We're going to get your info for the contest.
Yay! Yay!
The
Yeah,
big
don't go anywhere.
Deadliest Snatch contest. Coming soon to the Opie and Anthony show.
She's cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's all right.
don't go anywhere.
Hey,
Good
Rich,
sense of humor.
you're promoting something. We got to take a break and
Okay,
get you
good.
the fuck out of here.
What do you mean, get me out of here?
What?
Does that mean get me out of here? That's never happened in my whole O&A career.
What
Get me
happened?
out of here. It sounds like I feel like I'm in radio on the road. Hey, thanks for coming. Hey.
Yeah, we want to thank Rich Vos for
Yes,
coming in.
didn't even
Rich
tell
is
you.
going to be at, and that just means get the fuck
Get
out.
out of here.
Oh, it's
Hi,
terrible.
It was great seeing you again.
Yeah, great seeing you again.
We're going to get you out of here.
We definitely want to thank Rich Vos for.
Hey, listen, next time you're in town.
Yeah. You know, I want to tell you, anytime you're around, feel free to stop in. We're going to take a break, and I want to thank Rich Vos.
Well, the best one is,
It's like you'd have no
best
power.
one-
I want to stay.
the best one, if they want to wrap up, we do it not as much as the regular radio guys.
Yeah.
And Rich will be this weekend at.
Yeah.
They just go into your plug, and you're like, fuck, I thought I was going to do another 5 or 10 minutes.
You're
the
gone.
Worst. That's the worst one. Like, I got to go the night before, and you go do radio, and you get like 5 or 8 minutes. You know, and you're like, what?
Yeah,
You-
how is that going to fucking
hey,
help?
can you write down 5 topics you like to talk about? Oh, that's the fucking worst. You know. What? Oh, sorry.
For after the break.
Okay.
For after the break. I want 5 things you want to talk about.
Opie just threw Rich a Sharpie and a piece of paper.
I want to see how this works.
Go ahead.
Huh? I want to see how this works. Do it.
Write 5 things, funny man.
5 things you want to talk about during the next segment. I'm serious.
All right.
There's a Sharpie. You got a piece of paper in front of you.
All right.
I want to see how they do this.
All right, so
Like preparing for a radio show. It's so weird.
yeah.
All right, Rich is going to be at the Funny Farm Comedy Club in Atlanta. Nice.
This weekend.
Dude, I might be going down for the Masters.
I'm playing. Oh, really?
You want to go? I
Yeah.
got a guy.
Oh, really?
We could walk the course on Friday.
I'm playing TPC this Sunday down there. TPC and fucking Sugar or something in Atlanta. It's fucking off the hook.
Oh, yo. It's off the hook, yo.
You're going to the Masters?
I have a connection. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm just gonna walk around.
Yeah,
nothing
well, we didn't
special,
think you
but I
were
want to see the
playing.
course. No, well, they have like pro-ams and all
Why
that
don't
crap.
you get in? How come you don't get in? Look, here's
I don't
what
want
you
to
got
do any
work.
of that. I just want to walk the course.
They're having by my house. Okay, wait, hold on, real quick. This week in Roswell at the Funny Farm, and next week at the Stress Factory.
Right.
Okay, in Brunswick. Everybody. I
Atlanta
wasn't
this weekend
on
on Funny Farm.
Yeah, but
Okay.
listen, in August at the Plainfield Country Club, they're having the Barclays or Barclays. I corrected.
Barclays.
I
know, but Barclays. Well,
I
you
didn't
know
say the
something.
Barclays.
Travis is going to the wall.
Yeah, I know one thing. It's not
Barclays.
It's not Barclays.
Barclays.
It might be Barclays.
How can't you get us
Is
in
it
the
Barclays? Okay.
Can you get us in the pro-am on the Tuesday,
I
Wednesday?
don't want a pro-am.
Why?
Why don't you want to do
It's too
that?
stressful.
That
Why
would
is
be
it
fucking
stressful?
Because you
cool.
play with guys that
Great.
really want to win. And I'm like,
That'd
I'm
be
not
cool as
that
fuck.
good.
No, it'd be fucking great. Are you
I
kidding
just
me?
want to play a little fucking golf here and there.
That'd be cool, though.
To play in a
Admit.
pro-am?
Play in a
I got to
pro-am.
figure out how to get into
Dude,
the
you
fucking
realize
pro-am.
that we
That
would
would
be
be
the
cool.
celebrities and then regular Joes come up to the golf cart excited they're going to play with celebrities and it's me and you? You know how fucking pathetic that is to that person?
No, it isn't. What are you kidding me?
It's happened to us. Oh, wow. Who are we going to play with today? And it's like some local fucking weekend weather guy. It's like, really?
Yeah, but you're bigger than that. And I was bigger than that.
No, man.
Listen, would you rather play...
You could think you're bigger than that. No. I certainly don't.
Would you rather
if we're in a Pro-Am and we're the big celebrities, somebody out there is going to be deeply depressed when they walk up and put their bag on our golf cart.
Would you rather play with you or some fucking third baseman from the Cardinals, that played,
Dude, it's the Barclays. They're going to have real celebrities.
Barclays.
No, because it depends what... It's in Jersey, so it's not...
because New York doesn't have a lot of celebrities that can just take a fucking cab ride.
That's true. That's a good point. But what I'm saying is...
I'm telling you, you don't want to put yourself in the position where you're in the celebrity category and then people are going to be disappointed.
I don't give a shit if they're... When we played in the tournament
we should not be the celebrities is what I'm saying. And have them hook us up with real celebrities.
Have us play
How great would that be?
That would be good.
I want to be the AM in the Pro-Am thing.
You just want to be the AM.
I want to be the AM guy.
You just want to play with a professional golfer.
Whatever, but that's a celebrity, a real celebrity.
Yeah, so
let's take us out of the celebrity category.
Celebrity Pro-Am, you just want to be the
guys.
Yeah.
No, we're the AMs.
Then it costs tons of money.
Oh, really? Is that?
Yeah, I think so. I think when you played in Pebble,
no, man, I've been in that situation. I've seen the look on people's faces, and it's not fun. It stays with you a long fucking time.
As a comic,
they're all
great.
Excited. They spent a shitload of money to play, and then they're like, "Oh, I wonder who I'm playing with today."
Oh, wait a second. So in a Pro-Am,
Rich Vos.
You mean
was he
so
on
they would
Last
play
Comic
with
Standing or something?
I'm not really sure.
What the hell was that?
I know him from somewhere. You never want that. Do I know you from somewhere? Yeah,
that's the worst when you walk into a club and the person working the door doesn't know who you are. Can you help? I get so mad. Look at the poster. See right in front of you. So
I got that going into my apartment. I almost got in a fight with my neighbor.
In your own apartment?
Yeah. He goes, "Can I help you?" I'm like, "Are you fucking serious? You've seen me a million fucking times. I live right there. You dope."
Oh.
Wow. So
Nosy
in a
neighbor.
Pro-Am,
Nosy neighbor?
He's not nosy.
No, he was like, "Why is this guy on the floor?" I should explain myself. Not a lot of apartments on my floor.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, "Can I help you?" Like, who do you think I am?
You should have just totally went like,
I went off.
What do you mean?
He's a fucking asshole.
What do you mean, help you? Can I help you? That would have showed him.
I don't dress the part is my problem, so I know it's partly my fault. But
so if we were in a Pro-Am, you're saying you and I, say we were the celebrity, we wouldn't get to play with a golf. We wouldn't get to play with a pro.
What?
We wouldn't get to play with a pro. You mean
if we're the AMs, we get to be with the pros.
Or the celeb.
No, a celebrity goes with a pro, and then you get two.
All right, so we're the other guy.
No, we're celeb. I don't care what you think or not. Even though,
dude, we still get to play golf, and then we get to see real celebrities. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with you?
Because then you got to pay tons of money, which you have. I don't.
Someone could be all excited though. It's like Rich Vos and fucking Opie.
Yeah, are you kidding me? No, he's right.
Fans?
Yeah, there's man. What are you kidding me? This girl can't call and goes, "I want to come and meet you. I'll show you my pussy." Yeah. Okay, so you don't think somebody will play golf with you?
My problem is there's going to be real celebrities there.
Listen, I played in these things before.
Who's there?
There's athletes there.
No, but I have the cost.
What?
How much?
$30,000.
All right, we're the celebrities.
That's for 3 people.
That's what it costs.
It's only $10,000 each then.
Yeah. All right,
the course is beautiful.
And that
Plainfield
means,
Country Club is
and
beautiful.
that means they're going to be even madder when they pay the $30,000, walk up to their golf cart and see me.
It's like, oh god,
where you fucking made me another shitty cheese sandwich.
First of all,
with a little tiny little cooler with our juice boxes, you fucking weirdo. I'm not playing golf with you anymore.
I couldn't even have gotten Rick Schroeder.
Right.
All pissed off.
Jesus, get the hell out of here.
Isn't DJ Jazzy Jeff playing?
Do you know Jay Thomas?
Yeah.
Oh, this is Ryan.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on?
You're my hookup?
Yep.
Wait, do you have 2 Twitter accounts?
No.
Okay.
Oh, questioning. I like that.
A lot of
He's your master's
The
hookup?
man said immediately.
No, I know there's no Pro-Am down there. I just want to walk the course.
There's one after the Masters they have.
But then everyone's saying there's nowhere to fucking stay.
After the Masters, they let the media play down there.
I'm not doing that.
Are you
It's a quick in and out. I got to go see my my nephew, check out check out Augusta, and then fly home.
You could play on Monday or Tuesday, right?
I don't want to.
At Augusta.
I don't want to.
What's wrong with you?
They don't let just anyone play on Monday or Tuesday. It's like the volunteers, the police officers that work and stuff like that. But
we probably could get in.
Is there media too?
No. Like, no, there's not.
Hey, do you have any? I'm going to. Who is this guy?
It's Ryan.
Ryan, do you have any?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Rich could come.
Do you have any pull? We're going to Monterey in a couple of weeks. Do you have any pull at Pebble?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah. I've had people go up there.
Did you just cut them off? Are you crazy? Hey, email me. Email me.
This is all he's hearing, too. He's not hearing you even say email me.
What the fuck is wrong with you? We're going to Pebble in a couple of weeks.
I hate you.
Why?
Because I just don't like you.
Darn. Darn. Oh, the guy that doesn't call me back doesn't like me.
Yeah, get the hint.
Okay, I don't give a shit, okay? I'm 53. I'm not trying to make new friends. What do you think? I give a fuck? Oh, my whole life. Really? The cyst on my kidney's not bothering me. The fuck that you don't like me doesn't bother me either. Go fuck yourself, all right? I'm playing in the goddamn Pro-Am because I'm a semi-celebrity. You fucking, no one knows your face. You fucking idiot. I've been all over TV. I still do Joy Behar.
At least I'm admitting it. No one wants to see
You don't have to admit it.
dumbass.
The public's admitting it. Okay? Go fuck yourself. All right? I don't want you at the Stress Factory next week or in Roswell at the Funny Farm this week.
Are you writing down the 5 things you want to talk about for after
we
the
need
break?
the 5 things. 5 things.
Rich is one of my favorite people. I can't get enough of this fucking guy.
Unfucking
We're like
believable.
we used to
it is.
hit the road together and act like an old married couple.
Oh.
Just amazing.
I gotta take a piss.
Yeah, all right.
Sirius XM, the virus. Yeah, this is the Opie and Anthony Show. Damn it.
Hey, man. We're hanging with Rich Vos. We're very fortunate radio people to have Rich in studio. He's just an amazing comic from New York City. I'm acting like the local radio guys.
Right.
We're very fortunate to have this very funny comedian in studio.
Very funny
Thanks
young
for having me.
man.
Thanks for having me.
They show you respect too, right?
Oh, yeah.
They don't beat you down like we do.
No, I take over. I beat them. I take over. This is a whole different ball game.
Really?
This is the Rich Vos Opie
And how do you
Anthony
feel?
character.
How do you feel?
Character.
Let me ask you this:
What?
when you leave regular radio on the road, local radio, I should say,
Yeah.
how do you feel? Like just real good about yourself and.
Well, I mean, I feel like, I'm going to sell some tickets. It's going to, because it usually goes very well. And I feel like it was fun. I feel like, hey, I'm still somebody. And then when I come into this fucking depressing, low self-esteem, everybody just attacks everybody to take the fucking focus off of themselves. It's beat him down and make me feel good. Radio, okay? A young girl calls in and wants to be involved in a contest where you can't get girls, and you fucking beat her to the pulp, okay? The defenseless little pudgy girl calls in to help you, but you beat her down, okay, to build up your self-esteem. So there's a difference.
A little bit of a difference.
There's a difference. But I have my 5 topics.
How many times have you wanted to quit comedy after doing our show?
I don't. Here's the thing about your show. I love coming in because I was plugging the shit out of you guys in Baltimore radio. Everybody always talks about you guys.
It got back to us. It was amazing.
Huh?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. No, I mean everybody always talks about Opie and Anthony when I'm on the road. Where the fuck are they now? But it's always no. But I always talk. And here's the thing. I always say this is the best radio, okay? This runs neck to neck with the sports junkies. So what I'm saying is, this is great radio.
I like those guys, so you could have picked them.
I know.
There's a million shows you could have picked where
this is great radio. But the thing is, with this radio is, some of the fans think they're Opie and Anthony.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Yeah,
like, you know what? Like Monday, I reached a big achievement in my life, whether it sounds corny or not.
I read about that.
25 years sober, and that's a big achievement. That makes me an old timer in AA. Okay, I mean I'm an old timer in life, but now I'm an old timer in AA.
What makes it a big deal besides 25 years? Is it really a thing when you hit 25
years? You become an old timer. Like you know
they
what I
call
mean?
it that?
Yeah, they call you an old timer. Like you've been around a while. 25 years.
Yeah, and I understand 25 is a long time
to do anything. Okay.
So
you know, and you get
fucking business.
What's that?
Nothing.
What'd you say?
I'm an old timer.
Yeah.
On radio.
14 years.
No. I did it a while before.
Oh, you did it before that, yeah.
You haven't been doing it 25 yet, though.
Oh, yeah.
Really? Because you do kind of look like you're getting beaten down. I don't know if it's the radio or the baby, but
it's the baby.
Holy fuck. It's not even like looking at Opie anymore. It's like looking at,
trust me, I don't want the Opie anymore.
Huh?
The name doesn't, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. It's a kid's name. You know what? Maybe
I aged a lot in the last year.
Huh?
Not having a kid will age the fuck out of you. I'm not even going to lie.
My eyes didn't go. What do you call it? So some of the fans, the O&A fans, and most of them are great. They come to shows, a lot of them 10, and they get comedy. O&A fans, like, you know, because you guys have the best fucking comics in the country come here. So
come on the show.
Comedy.
Absolutely.
You really do. And we were talking about this on radio.
Way.
What's that?
We're lucky.
You know, you got Louis C.K. and fucking Colin Patrice, Colin Kane. I mean, you have all the biggies. So, you know.
He's doing what's his name's bit?
Whose bit?
Was it Kevin Nealon?
Who's Kevin? Oh, really? I listened.
Who's Kevin Nealon?
He was in here.
Doesn't Kevin Nealon do that fucking...
That little fucking jabbing?
Subliminal
shit? Yeah.
Oh, no, Wendy Liebman does it. Okay.
Oh, really?
Kevin Nealon's just out and out funny. I remember doing XM with him. He was so fucking funny that day. Anyhow, so you have the best comics. Where am I going with this? But a lot of your audience thinks they're Opie or thinks they're Norton, thinks they're funny.
Didn't you write down 5 things?
Yes, I did write down 5 things.
Right, just trying to keep you up, just trying to keep you on
Here's
track.
my 5 subjects.
All right,
kids, pirates, sobriety, golf, and eBay.
I always put golf on the road because this way I get my plugs in.
And you get free golf.
I get free golf.
Because all of a sudden someone goes, "Oh my God, I fucking got an in at this country club."
All the time.
You're
so
wheeling
now we're
and
not
dealing constantly.
We're actually not supposed to talk about the list on the air. You'd say something like, you know, Opie, obviously, you know, wow, that having a kid must be rough. And
right. Rich, you got kids, right?
Rich, you have kids.
Oh my God,
that's it.
Can I not sleep at night?
You got kids, Rich?
Yeah, we were just talking about how
awful
Opie,
radio
you know,
segue.
just talking about how difficult it is, especially that first year of having
I've aged a lot at it.
Rich, you actually have kids, don't you?
But it's like this, though. Rich, you got kids?
You got kids,
It's like the question.
Like you're not really sure.
Yeah, meanwhile, it's like giant Sharpie letters, kids. I want to talk about this.
Talk about my kids.
Oh, God.
So I think you got some right there, Rich.
Oh, mine are grown up now.
Yeah?
I mean, I got a baby, but I got the 2 older daughters.
Your kid's not a baby anymore. She's like 7, I think.
She's 3.
Oh.
She's
That's
3. His girlfriend's 7. You're mixing them up. She's 3. That's funny.
You got 3, 22?
20, 18, and 3.
Oh, man.
My ex-wife moved yesterday. They were 2 miles from me.
Whoa, I don't know what to do with this because it's not on the list.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. What's he doing?
Are you crazy?
Yeah, we'll be right back after this. Rich, stick to the list. Jesus.
Don't you see our pie chart? In 2 minutes, we got to do weather. Got to squeeze in the kids, the eBay, the pirates, the sobriety, and golf.
Oh,
what
my
a horrible
God.
list of 5, man.
Well,
Jesus.
Early in the morning, it's bright and early. You got shit in your eyes, and you got to write down 5.
I know why, but it just looks stupid on paper.
I
want to talk about pirates.
I was going through the paper this morning, and God, that's a shame about those Americans that were killed on that boat from the pirates.
Oh, right.
You hear about that, Rich?
Yeah, well, hear about it? What are you kidding me?
You like pirates, right, Rich?
you like pirates.
Let's sound natural, but it's so awkward.
God.
Everyone knows what's going on in the room, and half the listeners. You a fan of the Pirates? Thinking it's the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's actually the Somalian Pirates.
Well, I heard.
How old are your kids, really?
Okay, we'll get back to the pirates
20,
in a second.
18, and 3.
Yeah.
Wait, you said that, but then we were going to do some real shit. So, okay. Oh, your ex moved. Who cares?
I do. She's
but I
2
forgot
miles
that
from me.
she is real
That's
close to
2
Rich
of our
still.
babysitters are gone. My ex-wife and my 20-year-old.
Oh, where'd she move? Like far?
North Carolina.
Oh,
she moved.
Yes.
Wow. I thought she moved to the next town,
didn't
like
go
the rest
over-
of the white
Wow.
trash.
No, she had a big house.
That's the white trash.
Yeah.
I never met your ex. Was she nice?
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, she's all right. You know,
You
she's
still,
fun. No,
No, not actually, but still have a little feeling
No,
for
but
her.
I was talking one time, Bonnie, we were in the baby's room, and Bonnie was ironing, which I don't know why. She was ironing, and I was on
She'd learn it from you.
I was on the phone with my ex-wife.
Right.
So she's ironing, and she knows I'm talking to my ex-wife, and my ex-wife hangs up, and she doesn't know it, and I still pretend I'm talking. I go, all right, I love you. I'll talk to you later.
You said to your ex-wife.
Oh,
She already hung up.
shit.
Oh, you did it to fucking Bonnie.
Oh, yeah.
That's
You're an
hilarious.
asshole.
What did Bonnie do?
She almost dropped the iron.
Why'd she move to North Carolina? Everyone
Yes.
wants to move there.
What's that?
Why did she move there?
Better weather, less property taxes,
Fucking
better
nice down there, man.
The fucking houses, you can get like a
Fucking
mansion
nice
for like
down
nothing.
I would move in a second.
So would I.
I know. It's
the
so
problem is you got
fucking-
family around.
I don't care.
You didn't have that pesky family shit. There's some great places to live.
It's not even
but then
telling
you have to say
family
goodbye to them forever.
Fuck them. And I'd
Listen.
leave in a second if it wasn't for, like, the fact that everything is here.
If,
Yeah.
if the show business was, or was out of fucking North Carolina, or I'd move. You could get a house
Well,
for
most
nothing.
people don't move because they're tied down with family, and if they have the kids and the kids
Yep.
got the school they like and their
Oh, that's
friends,
it. Yeah.
like you're stuck. There's great places to live that will
It's
never
unreal.
happen.
Yeah, that you could fucking not have to worry
You get
about.
way more for your money, like Ann was saying. And
Yeah.
you was saying.
You don't have to worry about pirates attacking you, walking from your car to your house. You know,
You can look for a house on eBay.
Yeah.
They
Probably
have
got a good
houses on
deal.
eBay?
It's your list, you asshole.
Oh, but not for houses. Sorry.
We got a good deal.
I'm segueing into
Yeah,
the
it's-
next fucking
that
topic.
eBay. I was on eBay the other night.
Oh, I was going to go pirates.
Oh, you want to go pirates still?
Well, we were kind of talking about pirates.
Well,
Yeah.
you're done with the ex-wife moving to North Carolina?
Yeah, but you know these pirates, and I heard this is what I, my
What
wife
the hell of a
reminds me of a
segue.
pirate. She takes my kids and just moves. You know what I heard?
Pirates
This is true
do
about
that?
the
Wait.
pirates.
What? I
Yeah.
really don't want to move on yet. So your ex moves to North Carolina.
Yes.
Your daughters have to be bummed out. That's
Well,
their mom.
First of all, my 18-year-old's already in school in North Carolina. She's already down there.
Oh.
So that's going to help us in a year with her tuition. That's where it's going to help me because she'll become a resident. So it'll be like, cut in half. Now, my 20-year-old is flipping out that she's got to leave all her friends.
Wait, the daughters are moving?
Listen to me, fucking low attention span. I just said it, your mind's on fucking faggot cereal.
I don't have
my
cereal in front
18
of
or
me.
whatever. My 18-year-old's already down in school there.
Right. And
My
then-
20-year-old's
okay.
having a tough time moving
Gotcha.
down with her.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I thought
Now,
you were the strong parent and they would stay with you.
I would have my daughter stay with me. I have no room.
Gotcha.
I have 2 bedrooms.
I'm
I
sorry,
use
Rich.
one and the 3-year-old uses the other. I can't have the 3-year-old sleep in the living room because she's 3 years old. I would if I had another room, my daughter would move in with us.
Gotcha.
If I could get Bonnie out, I would have my 20-year-old in, and I would sleep in the living room.
He has thought this through.
He really
But in
has.
the end, he couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
So goodbye to the daughter. So that's got to
Wow.
be bumming you out a
Yeah,
little.
it's
bumming
kind
you
of
out?
depressing. Yeah.
How often do you think you're going to see them now?
And what?
Huh?
They're old enough that they should just stay in Jersey where they're comfortable.
One is already in school there.
I know.
Okay, so the
all that.
20-year-old.
But the 20-year-old's old enough where
I
she doesn't
know.
have to move in with mommy
I know,
anymore.
but all of a
I was
sudden-
long gone at 18.
Huh?
Ann was long gone at 18.
Yeah, because you guys come from broken down. You couldn't wait to get out. I was
Oh.
gone at 18 too. I got the fuck out.
What do you think? Your home was fucking wonderful? They come from a broken home.
No, but they come from a good home.
No, they don't.
I never made my kids
fucking drug
addict. My kids take a shower together with me and sing songs.
They're girls.
I didn't build a tree house
odd.
where my kids should get raped in. All right, so go fuck yourself.
Just pulling vagary out of the sky.
I know, it's great.
Okay,
vagary.
I didn't
little things he's picked up on the show that now become
a fake farm. What I'm saying is,
what's a fake farm in his case?
You grew
in my case, it was a fake farm.
Yeah,
the whole backyard had to be
farm.
fenced, so we could save what, $20 a
On
month?
taxes.
Jesus Christ! Yeah, and probably taxes.
That's what it was. My kids come from good, but my kids never saw me on drugs. I was sober before they were born.
Oh,
25 years, remember?
Yeah, 25 years on Monday.
Did that take care of the sobriety thing, or we got?
But you know what made me happy?
What happened?
That Ann even saw it on Twitter. That means he followed me. Look at that. I have some good Twitters.
I see
They're
your
called
Twitters.
tweets.
They're called. I know that's if you're in the cult. If you're on the outside of the cult, you call them Twitters. Okay, you're fucking culted.
All right, in a way, that makes sense.
I can't. I had an argument the other day. Who tweets more, you or Cowhead?
I go through stages. Sometimes because I save my tweets knowing there's going to be a day where I'm going to tweet a lot, and I'm tweeting more because I'm stuck at home. I can't get the fuck out.
That's your communication with the world, isn't it?
I'm babysitting my kid every day.
Why don't you get one of those? You're in New York, just like a million Jamaican.
I don't trust them.
Haitian or whatever.
You
don't
Haitian.
Yeah, you don't want to.
I want family, man. I don't trust them. I know what you're talking about, and I'm sure there's a few out there, but there's stories in the paper.
Once they get older, you
day.
start loosening up. Like, we'll go on the road and just call a hotel for a babysitter.
At least I want my kid to be able to talk, so, if some shit's going down, he'll be able to hopefully communicate.
When I was in Montreal, listen, here's a fucking nightmare babysitting story. When I was in Montreal 2 years ago, we're backstage, we're doing, is that the girl coming in?
No, it's Roseanne.
Oh.
In a bathing suit.
Oh, what's she doing?
I'm listening. I am listening to you, though.
No, it doesn't matter. Your fan is. I was in Montreal.
Yeah.
2 years ago. And, the craft service girl in the dressing room, doesn't, all the food was like rotten by the end of the week, and I was trashing the food, whatever. So the girl cried. Okay,
she started crying.
And this is the craft girl. Really? So you're crying. So the following year, I'm in Montreal again. I'm talking to, we need a babysitter for a Friday night. So the craft girl this year goes, I have a friend, and then we called, an office, and we talked to people. Next thing you know, the knock on the door opens up, and it's a girl I made cry from 2 years ago.
No!
Yes.
Did she remember?
Yes. We looked at each other. I go, what?
Did she babysit the kid?
You ass.
Well, we had no choice.
Oh man, I'd have just smacked the kid around. It's fucking your father's an asshole.
You're taking chances, dude.
It's tough, man. You can't. Here's the thing too. If you get a babysitter and something happens, like what the fuck? But something could happen with a first cousin or an aunt.
I understand
or anybody. You know what I mean? So it's creepy.
There's probably family members that wouldn't allow to babysit.
Roll the dice.
But some, you have an interview with some big, huge Jamaican black woman, and all of a sudden you're like, all right, yeah. No.
You need Mrs. Doubtfire.
I don't know, because they're weirdos, too.
You know what's even the weirdest? When you go to a preschool or a daycare, and there's a guy working there.
Dude.
That's creepy.
Yes, you're absolutely right. And I'll tell you something else that I haven't brought up in this show. When I walk my kid around Manhattan, you so see how many fucking creeps are walking around. Holy shit. Your eyes are wide open, and you see stuff, you're like, holy shit, that guy is a fucking creep.
Yeah,
I never noticed this before.
Don't come up.
Well, I do the dumb thing with the kids on my, chest in like a whatever they're called. You know what I mean?
Backwards papoose.
Yeah, so he's looking out, I'm looking out, and you pass people on the sidewalk, and the looks they give the kid, you're like, holy shit, that is a fucking
Sometimes
kid
just
toucher.
a cute kid, so
you know the difference.
Yeah.
I could go to the phones right now, and these fucking parents know what I'm talking about. Your eyes are open to so much different shit. You're like, that guy that just walked by and checked out the kid is a kid toucher. There's no doubt in your soul.
Really?
Dude, and there's way more than you realize. Way more than you. I'm telling you, I'm not even fucking going for the bit.
You know what?
I mean, you can make it into a bit, but I'm telling you, you see some shit that you never saw before you had a kid.
The worst, they'll come up to you and they'll touch your kid. Like, my kid's not a dog. Don't fucking pat my kid.
Yeah,
you know, or the worst, you take him into somewhere, and I said, they'll go to give your kid, like, a lollipop. I go, whoa. The first thing you teach your kid is not to take fucking things from strangers. The parent is right here. Give it to me, and I'll give it to the kid if I want to. Right. Like, we were in the store the other day. I swear to God, we're in the store, and my daughter's yelling, in the post office, I want a lollipop. I want a lollipop, right?
In the post office?
In the post office. She just goes, take me, I want to go get a lollipop. I want a lollipop. You know,
maybe they're selling lollipops.
That's a code word for anyhow, she goes, I don't know. So I go, you're not getting a lollipop. I have one at home. We walk out in the parking lot. Some lady goes, "Oh, I got a lollipop in my car." No, that's thank you, man.
Yeah, I want one that's been in your fucking car.
2 ladies offer me lollipops.
But in all fairness, you also see people just being nice. You know?
I know.
Nice people are idiots.
But you do see. Look, the phone's lit, Ann. I don't have to go.
Really?
But you see that.
Yeah.
Your eyes are open and you realize, oh my and it's people you see in the neighborhood. You're like, oh, what, that guy?
Really? I was assumed it was like, you know, when you see a puppy or something, it's like, oh, that's cute. So you see a
Never
kid,
in my
it's
life
like,
did I
oh,
ever do
no,
that.
you get that.
Never.
You get that, and you know the difference. I can't explain it. It's a feeling, and you're like, wow.
I don't know. I don't see. I'm not the kind
and male
of guy.
babysitters. What the fuck is that about?
You ain't getting any of those.
What is a male
kid to
babysitter all
preschool?
about?
But the guy that
they'll two-knuckle a kid in a fucking second. Yes, a male babysitter. Stop it. Go out and get a real job, you fruit. What are you doing? You're the worst.
Now, camp counselors, anything.
Yeah, anything
there's
with
certain
kids.
jobs men
There's exceptions. There's an exception, certainly. But
Really?
in general, no fucking way,
I'm
man.
suspect of any guy that spends his hobby time with kids in any capacity. I'm even talking your soccer coaches,
Boy Scouts,
Boy Scouts, things like that. I'm suspect of every single one of them.
Well, the coaches are
sorry
usually
guys out there.
The coaches, it's because the son is on the
Well, how
team.
about the guy coach that coaches the girls' soccer team?
Yeah,
that's a guy that's smart.
Oh.
No, I mean like not a high school soccer team. Okay. I'm talking like 8-year-olds running around kicking each other and
but
what?
You know what that's
We're all
about.
going out for pizza. Hey everybody, come on girls, pile on top.
I still say a guy that decides to become a gynecologist could be the smartest man in the world.
Well,
and then they'll downplay it because they know their wives are listening. Yeah, look, we look at Dirty Snatch too and
but
Old
it's
Snatch.
not a crime what he's doing. I'm talking about these guys that are around fucking kids.
I was leaning toward, when you got girls like leaning over with skirts playing field hockey, why wouldn't you want to be the fucking male coach?
Because that's
why
pedophilia.
wouldn't you be?
Well, no, high school.
No, pedophilia is when you start doing something about it.
No, you could be pedo at like.
Oh, really?
If they're.
Oh, I'm just a peeping Tom.
If it's elementary school, it's terrible.
Oh, thank you.
Junior high, you start looking, seeing who's gonna be hot.
Junior high, went from voice of reason to creep again.
And then
Rich,
high school.
Hold on, junior high is a gray area. Let's just say
gray area. You could start telling who's gonna shape up. That's like the fucking
That's when you're it's like I remember being at my daughter's basketball game.
Yeah.
Right. I'm watching the game and I lean over to the guy and go, "Hey, is that one seeing anybody?"
That's good.
Yeah, it's something to do with guys. Anytime a guy's involved with kids in any way, it's creepy.
It's creepy. It is. It's like, well, why would you do that? Like, there's other shit you could be spending that time doing, but he likes doing it so much. Why?
Why wouldn't you want to be the high school coach for the field hockey team?
High school you would.
Well, field hockey,
I'm saying high
school.
I'm talking about the guys that are fucking, taking the kids in the SUV, and they're like 8 years old from the soccer game, and it's like, what's this guy doing?
They're all praying that they're not the last one to be dropped off. No, you can take me now.
Yeah, why don't you sit up here? You can sit up here. There's no one else left. I mean, you might as well, So, good job today. You pat her on the leg. Good job you today. You really hustled out there. And then you don't remove your hand on the last pat.
Do you want to help drive?
Yeah,
come
here.
over here.
Yeah, why don't you come here? Come here.
Oh,
how
it's creepy. Don't move your hand.
Oh. And then you just turn around with your digital camera, smile. Oh, you just start taking pictures of her. Oh, God. Dropping her off last is totally out of the way.
Hey.
Like, even the kids are questioning, like, she was one stop from the soccer field.
High school coach that has the pool party. Smart or perv?
Brilliant.
Brilliant?
High school, brilliant.
Brilliant?
I'll never diss the high school thing.
Junior high, pool party.
Again.
We'll call it the gray area.
You're looking at the minor leagues and seeing who's gonna, who's got the arm,
right?
Who's shaping up? Who's gonna go to the majors?
High school's even creepy.
High school's not creepy.
I remember.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Did you have a coach?
Not to look, to do shit, yeah, but to look and say, "Wow, that girl's fucking attractive." It's basic human nature.
No, to look at a high school girl
to
and
try
go,
to
someday she'll be a very attractive. To look at a high school girl and go,
and say
wow.
she's hot.
And say she's hot?
You're lying. It's basic human nature to look at something attractive and go like, "Wow, she's pretty."
There's kids that are
there are kids that are
7-year-old. They're
Yeah.
7 that you could tell when they get older could be a model.
Well, then
Okay,
you would say, "Well, that girl will probably be hot when she gets older."
So
but
you-
in high
probably-
school, they're already cooked. You go like, "All right, that girl is hot."
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
I don't
and
know.
then
I just
and then
high
once
school.
they grab that diploma, it's all downhill from there. Oh, the second they throw that cap in the air, fucking time starts ticking.
You start throwing your cap
tick,
around.
tick, tock.
Oh, God.
Why
We're
would I-
veering off my list.
Not really.
Fuck
We're
list.
kind of on.
We're on kids. We're on kids and touching.
This would never happen on the road.
17's legal in New York for anybody.
Ant knows. He
Yeah,
knows
I
the
go
laws.
through all the laws. Yeah.
What are parents thinking?
Dakota Fanning, not even a funny kid toucher joke anymore.
She's 18 today, or
I don't know how
yesterday or
old she
something?
The
is.
girl you're seeing
We're going to
is
17.
the girl that comes in the studio. I don't know if you're still seeing her.
17
Yeah.
today.
Is just as good looking as anything on
Yeah,
the planet. She's beautiful, and she follows all the comics on Twitter. She doesn't follow me though, but all the other
shit.
comics. So I'm not a big fan of hers anymore. You can tell.
You know what? I'm sure she'll follow you now.
I mean, she's following everybody else. You know.
Do you
like,
tweet too much? Are you?
No, I barely. I do once or twice. Maybe 3 times a week, 4 times a week, 5.
All right.
I'm not a big one.
We'll have to remedy that.
I throw a good. I had a good one a couple weeks ago.
Did you?
Yeah.
It's not just plugs.
No,
plugs.
I said I hate all of you except one person. So you can't erase me because you might be that one
that's
person.
good. Yeah, you use that element of doubt. It's like the one blank in the shooting when they have a fucking firing squad.
No, I barely plug on Twitter.
Well, you should though.
I do once in a while. Yeah. I have
mean,
11.
Ant just doesn't want you plugging too much.
Here's the
but,
thing,
I mean,
I got
it's
11,000.
really smart for marketing.
Oh yeah,
but
absolutely.
I have 11,000 people following me, so that's 1/4 of a person in every market I go to. I mean, if you don't have fucking 5 million people following you,
If they're all right around the club you're going to, you're
right
golden.
around Roswell, Atlanta this
It's like,
weekend.
Yeah.
Right. Where are you gonna
I'm
be
from
again?
there. Wow.
At the Funny Farm in Roswell.
Yeah, let me take this phone call because all the parents are trying to get in. Got Tom in Connecticut. Tom.
Hey there, Tom.
What's up, boys?
Hey.
Later.
Totally agree with you on the freaky, skeevy scumbags that check out your kid when you're at the park, man. I took my daughter to the park when she was 2 years old, and there's just a guy sitting on a bench.
Mm-hmm.
He's sitting there, just nothing, and like 20 minutes after we're there, he just left.
Yeah, but how do you know that?
No, dude, Rich.
I know.
I can't believe you're not on board with this one.
No, I
You
am.
You just see things so differently when you're walking around with your kid.
Know what the worst is? When you're at the park with your kid after you just got divorced and you look to see who has rings on their hand to see the other divorced parent that's there, and it's so depressing because sometimes you'll see a family, then you'll just see the single dad that gets his kid on the weekend and he takes him to the park. It's a sad, sad, sad day.
Okay.
I'm just saying I went through that.
Someone asked, do you notice the people that hate kids too? Because that comes up.
Oh, what do they
Absolutely.
go like? Ugh?
Yeah,
They make an ugh face.
Oh yeah.
They let
you
the door
notice that
slam
too.
on your kid.
Yeah, they look at it like, ugh, I hate fucking kids, and your kid better not, pipe up or do anything. But we make sure our kid doesn't pipe up.
Here's the question: you're on a plane.
Wait, we haven't done that yet. I'm a little too scared.
Okay, but no, you're not with your kid. You're on a plane.
I'm not scared. I don't want it to be a scene.
No.
I don't
If
want to
you
be
were
that
on a
guy
plane
that has a
by
kid with the
yourself,
scene.
you're on a plane by yourself,
right?
And you hear not you because you don't have a kid. You hear a kid
exactly.
screaming and crying, and do you get mad or do you go, well, I understand?
Ridiculously mad because it's not my kid.
Yeah.
But you understand, though, don't you?
No.
I mean, you're going, I have a kid. I can see it happening.
No, we've done our kids on plane stories over the years. Like, all I ask, honestly, in the end, is you try. But a lot of parents don't even try because they're like, he's going to cry. What can I do?
No, of course
the
you
kid,
try.
he's on a plane, his ears hurt.
They don't even try. One stupid, should we tell the story in first class again? Where this kid's screaming bloody murder because he wants candy. It's a long fucking flight. I forgot where we were going. It was when we were flying a lot. The mother decided at that moment she needed to teach the kid a lesson and not give him the candy. So guess what happened for the next 2 hours? And we're all sitting there going, give the fucking kid the candy and figure it out later. But she's like, nope, you're not getting the candy. I don't care how. She's basically saying, I don't care how much you scream. I don't care.
In first class?
But everyone else did.
When I see a kid sitting in first class, it bugs the fuck out of me. Because it's like, you pay premium price to do that.
So do you make your day go to coach?
I don't get Getting it back.
Why? So you're paying premium rate? I didn't mean to cut you
you're
off.
paying a good price to be up there and not have to deal with certain problems. And I don't want fucking kids in first class. If they're quiet and I don't even know they're there, then I don't give a shit.
One time,
but once they start crying, boo.
We had our daughter in first class. She was perfect because we all got bummed. I was sitting in first class once. I'm not bullshitting. The guy next to me, he's sitting next to me, and I do this at home. I talked about it last hour. Had his sneakers or shoes and socks off, and he was picking his toenails. I look at him. I go,
what the fuck are you doing?
I go, I turn to him because I don't let anything slide off. I go, are you fucking for real? Are you really going to do this next to me? Yeah. You're fucking not even from a third world country. You're an animal. Put your socks on. I told him, I was in a fucking restaurant recently, and I'm at the counter, and the guy next to me is blowing his nose. I go, you fucking for real? I'm eating. I mean, he wasn't a big black dude. He was just a regular average white guy.
Well, yeah, so easier to
But that doesn't fucking drive you nuts if you're sitting there eating and some guy's blowing their nose in a restaurant?
Yeah. Go to the bathroom, do it there, whatever the fuck you need. Yeah. People are just inconsiderate dummies. They're dumb. Yeah. People are fucking dumb. They have no social skills. They're selfish as fuck. They don't know what to do when they're out and amongst other people to not annoy the piss out of them.
How do you fucking sit in a restaurant where people are eating, blowing your fucking nose? Yeah.
Go to the bathroom.
Right.
There's a fucking bathroom in the place.
Yeah, and the fucking fat people. I saw a guy at the salad bar where you could take it to go. He must have made fucking 5 plates to go, you fat. If you ever wonder why you're a fucking hemoglobin, look
hemoglobin. It's blood.
I can't even put it on the list. It's already there.
Hemoglobin.
Right, you see how long your list is, by the way?
It's giant.
It's unbelievable.
It really is.
It goes down half the door, and then there's 4 columns of words that Rich has mispronounced.
Yeah, fucking people. In first class, I'm flying first. I get bumped up tomorrow.
Ooh.
I already got bumped up. It's only a short flight, Atlanta. But when I fly to Seattle, I'm in first.
Yeah, you got it on the long
and I get aggravated if I'm not in first. I'm in coach. Sometimes I don't get bumped up, or and someone just the fact that they sit next to me. Okay, here's your space. Here's mine. If I've almost said to people, see, there's a glass wall. None of you should hang.
Not one piece of you in my space.
In my space,
because I'm making a concerted effort to not do it to your fucking seat. And I think about things like that. It's like, we're fucking assholes. When I'm driving, if I see fucking headlights really coming up on me and shit, I'll put my blinker on. I'll put my blinker on, get out of the way. I actually scan my mirrors so I don't make a fucking parade behind me when no one is in front of me. And the people, and you pass them, and I look and go, that figures. Every time I go, that figures, because you know what? They really are the worst drivers in the world. It's a stereotype, and I'm not even going to say the race. I'm not going to say it.
I'm writing.
They are absolutely the worst fucking drivers in the world.
Let's see if we have a match.
Well, I know. Okay, I already have it written down. It's the second one.
No,
not Pirates.
No, that's like second worst or something.
Oh, you're talking about?
I'm talking your typical. Everyone knows.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, every time I'm on the road and someone's doing something fucking ridiculously stupid, not just a little stupid, ridiculously stupid, I will turn my head. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'll turn my head and go, yep, there it is. And then I blurt out the epithet to myself in my truck, and I pass him, and then I cut the fucking right in on him. And then I take my driver's side wheels and I go right into the shoulder and kick rocks and sand up on their windshield.
And
That's
yell,
the best move.
And yell, of course it's another David.
Or something like that.
Thank you.
Know what else? Know what drives me fucking nuts?
No. Really works when you have to explain your joke. I
got to do it all the time. You know what?
People crickets. No, it's not.
Yes. Yeah,
no, because people now are thinking it's Jewish people, and
no, they're not bad drivers.
Remember, why am I doing this to myself? I'm just making it way
Okay,
worse.
when you hit your golf ball on the side of a hill, what's it on?
That's way better.
When there's a weakness in your armor,
dude.
Okay, when
this joke, by the way, is so bad that I just did.
Wow,
and I can't even explain it because then I give away Ant's fucking secret.
I
can't tell you how bad this is right now.
When those little cheese crackers, what are they called?
See, that's way better. Way the fuck better.
No one else drives me fucking nuts when I'm sitting in first class and someone puts their fucking luggage above one of our seats and then walks back to coach.
It's like
really? That's not your fucking seat?
Nope.
You don't have luggage privileges above me?
Yeah. Kind of smart, though.
Yeah, because they want to get it as they're leaving, and they make sure that there's space.
Kind of smart.
Another thing is, don't bring a fucking suitcase on the plane that's too fucking big, you lazy fuck. You're fucking holding up the whole plane. You're trying to fit it in. Okay, you're like,
that's why you gotta have your carry-on has to be the proper dimensions.
Yes, thank you.
Or else don't bring it on the fucking plane.
Thank you, TSA.
Are you doing your airplane material?
No, I switched on.
No, it wasn't on the list. Airplane.
That's not my airplane material. I get better airplane material.
Why waste your good stuff on this show,
my
right?
new airplane bit?
Yeah.
It's a couple months old.
Oh, okay.
It's a couple months old. I go, and this is true when the plane landed. And it hit me. The flight attendant said, if you're waiting for a wheelchair, please stay in your seat and wait for assistance. And I go, opposed to what? Falling in the aisle and laying there like a human speed bump? If you're waiting for a wheelchair, please don't sign up for the Taekwondo tournament and quit being a burden on your family. It's kind of funny in the moment. It's not a bad little bit.
I like it.
Hey, let's go to a sketch. All of a sudden, he turns into Brian Regan on radio. So, do the donuts.
Before we get to the next topic on your list, we got Ray in Tennessee. You call me Ray.
Oh, Ray.
What's up, Ray?
Hey, when I was deployed to Afghanistan this past November, I was reading in the Stars and Stripes, the Army magazine, whatever, and there was an Air Force guy out in Germany that he was babysitting families' kids, and how he would he'd ended up molesting like 7 little girls. But what he was doing
way
was
to keep it fun. Jesus.
He would go up to these families or whatnot, and he would be like, "Yeah, I have a lot of problems, or it's really hard being in."
I don't want to hear that.
You cut the guy off.
I don't want to.
Sometimes you just hang up now.
Oh,
yeah,
it's a lot easier.
Kind of trying to keep it fun today.
Yeah, that is kind of tough. Like, I can't watch movies where, shit like that happens, or the kid,
really
fucking.
It's great.
Or the kid gets kidnapped, and you can't watch those kind of movies. They're fucking tough.
Voss would be on the phone. Go on.
Would you take $500,000 and a car?
Which leads us to
bargaining.
eBay. Bargaining, eBay. Rich, you like the eBay?
Oh, I love it. First of all, this can never happen on the road because you spend 20 minutes on one topic.
Exactly,
I would have been in my car already listening to you guys still talking about the topic. What, are you kidding me?
Do you turn on the radio station and do they ever talk bad about you after you leave and stuff?
No, I've never turned. One time I think I turned it on somewhere, but no, I don't. 90% on the road kill, but there's times where, like when I used to go with Bonnie, she would just get me in so much trouble. You know, we went into some radio in Florida, Monsters or something, and there's like 7 people, and we walk in, and Bonnie goes, "All right, who's the main monster here?" She just started smashing. Like, I smash them in a fun way.
Yeah.
She does it in, like, you know,
vicious.
Like, why am I here?
That's
Too good
a funny
for this.
line, though.
I know. She's had us kicked out of a couple of places.
That's awesome.
We went into a meeting once. Big executives at NBC or whatever, affiliate of NBC.
We didn't ask you about this.
But I'm talking about, and they go, "Where you from?" And she says, "My mom's pussy." That was her opening line in the fucking meeting. I swear to God. There was the black lady, the Chinese guy.
Good for her.
And she goes, "My mom's pussy." Obviously, that meeting tanked. So
we probably gotta head toward a break. Unless you got something big on that list.
Well, she reminds me of Pirates.
Pirates.
You know, we'll talk Pirates
Somali
after the
Pirates.
break. Because we might be able to. We got John
Leguizamo.
Leguizamo. Thanks for saying that, because I have a tough time saying that guy's last name.
Leguizamo.
Funny Farm in Roswell this weekend. Next week in the Stress Factory. Oh. Are you going to make Mr. Leguizamo have 5 topics?
No.
Oh.
Golf is on your list, and we got a guy that wants to give you free golf in Atlanta. Matt in Atlanta.
So.
Matt.
Hey, Vos.
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
Hey, buddy.
Vos, one of my next-door neighbor, he's a big fan, but he's in the middle of work right now. He's the head superintendent at a pretty exclusive private course in Atlanta. And,
yeah, I got a radio show.
What, White Columns?
No, it's about 6-7 miles south. I really can't say it. It's more private than White Columns.
Oh, really? So I want to play Friday and Saturday. Friday or Saturday. What are you going to play? Did you hang up on him? Email me.
He only hears this.
No, fucking turn that off. What the fuck is wrong with you?
You keep fucking golf blocking.
Opie and Anthony on the virus. Sirius XM.
All right. We're going to have a big star in studio in a few minutes here.
A big star.
John Leguizamo.
Yes.
I think I said it right that time.
Yeah.
And Fisher Stevens.
Yeah.
Who's more like a,
Producer now.
Producer now? He's producing the new play.
Yep.
I heard the Morning Mashup.
Ghetto Clown.
Morning Mashup went and saw John Leguizamo and said the play was really good.
Yeah.
I saw his one-man show a few years back. I think we were at NEW. And fuck.
Good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Guy knows what he's doing up there, obviously. You moving over there, Rich? All right.
Yeah, I don't know
He's
why
moving
they
over
moved
there.
me, but
No,
now
that's
I'm
good
very-
because I like having you as a buffer.
What do you got?
I don't like having the guests like next to me.
Is that rolling?
I don't know why.
Am I young enough to be next to you?
Oh, please.
That's the 3rd time I used that joke today.
I know.
But how many times do you guys use slobber and fucking slur jokes and
that's true.
fucking Jew jokes?
Well, not a Jews.
They're not
as
fucking
often.
pirates, and I didn't make this up. I heard
know, they're
another
not
radio
pirates.
announcer say this.
Okay.
They're not pirates. The media glorifies them like they're pirates.
Pirate.
They're terrorists.
Yes.
Okay? They're not pirates.
They're
When you see pirates, you think Johnny Depp. Arr,
Just go.
okay?
You think, arr.
Arr. They're not
Arr.
fucking
Arr.
pirates. They're terrorists.
Arr.
And I didn't make that up. I heard another
They're
host say it.
romanticizing it. You're right.
They're romanticizing it.
Yeah.
It's the fucking media.
Think
Okay?
Johnny Depp. It's not
Yeah.
Johnny Depp getting on your yacht.
Yeah, no.
Right.
And causing you a little problem.
Come on in, gentlemen.
No, it's not at all.
It's good. Very relaxed atmosphere.
yeah.
Oh,
I'm
we're on the air. We're just
John Leguizamo in studio with Fisher Stevens.
Fisher Stevens.
Hey, guys, welcome.
John Leguizamo.
Oh, what a chair.
Got Ghetto Clown, your show.
That's right.
And
doing, man?
good, man.
Well, I'm going to go after the interview, which is always smart.
You get a what after the what? It'll be better then.
I wanted to go yesterday, but I got a kid I had to babysit, so.
Yours or somebody else?
Mine, yeah.
Yeah, we were just talking about a creepy guy babysitter.
Got you back.
He's babysitting. Yeah, the pay really sucks here.
It drives people out there like it drives them crazy. They're like, it's your kid. You're not babysitting. You're parenting. I'm like, I like to say I'm babysitting though.
Your wife must be like that.
Huh?
Does she pay you, your wife?
Yeah, she pays me. All right.
Yeah,
Here's
50 cents an hour.
She'll make you pay.
We have a lot of people bringing their kids babysitting during the show.
Oh my God, there was
Really?
a kid last night.
There was a kid last night?
It was like church.
No, all I was saying,
God.
I was supposed to go. I did not go, but other people that work here at SiriusXM did go and said, "Holy mackerel, this thing is good." That's all. That's all I was getting at.
Mackerel, who went? Kathleen Bates from Misery? You fucking asshole. I just wanted to say this. Holy mackerel.
Holy moly. Holy cow.
When you guys walked in, I just realized this every time a guest comes in. Listen, I'm not fucking part of I'm a guest too. I'm not like the third guy. I don't want you looking at me as a radio guy. I'm a major.
Thank you, John.
No, I'm just saying
down on you.
No, I'm just saying I'm a major.
Love my union.
I'm a major stand-up fucking headliner comic that was big 5 years ago.
Yo, I respect you.
He's working his way
5
back.
years. I respect you now. I respect you in the future. You scare me. You got tats.
John, you know who he is, right?
Rich Vos.
Yes, I do.
You know me? No. I know all
Rich
your
Vos.
partners from back in the day.
Well, I can't really remember. I don't know anybody right now. I'm kind of tired.
See, he's being polite. That was him being polite.
I don't care. Listen, I know he doesn't know
You're a
me.
shitty radio guy like us today.
Yeah,
I'm
really.
listening
Don't
to
try
me.
to
Look,
talk
deal
your
with
way
it.
out of this garbage.
Listen,
You're as big a
I
hack as we are right
I'm
now.
here plugging just like they are. So go fuck yourself. And I said this on radio once on this show.
Broadway show
how
or some
hot-
shitty comedy club in Atlanta. Yeah, that's the same thing.
Listen. Okay.
Sorry, Fisher.
I was saying how hot he was and where he played the transvestite. Remember I was saying that when we were talking about
No, not
transvestites?
that. We're not going there. Are we?
Holy shit.
Jesus
That's 10
Christ.
years
You know how
ago.
much prison mail I got for that?
I bet.
That's in the show.
Yeah, somebody gave away my address online at that time, and I started
great.
getting all this prison mail from a couple jails, and I was like, I was gonna have to move. I was scared.
Were you just being the most straight ahead, not doing anything illegal guy at that point, knowing
Oh my
that
God, I
if you
didn't
went
even
in, you would
jaywalk,
just
'cause
be
I
the
knew,
queen.
he'd be
You'd be
done.
the queen of the weight room ball.
Exactly, man. I'd be somebody's prison bitch.
They're still waiting for him.
Big Bubba, chocolate thunder.
That does kind of suck. That like it's like men dressed as women, and you were the hot one.
I know, yo, exactly. I was too good, too good.
It's too good.
Pathetic.
Hey, he's doing that a little too
well-known role. Well-known role.
Well, luckily Wesley wasn't that hot because now he's,
yeah.
Thank God, because then he'd have his situation.
Wesley looks like he could take care of his shit.
Oh yeah, he can.
You know,
He's a real
I'm sure
fighter.
He's a real black belt.
doing fine in there.
Yeah, for real, exactly.
Yeah.
He's training 24/7.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
played
that's
his
crazy.
trainer actually in a movie. In,
Really?
Undisputed.
I played his agent.
Oh.
He played his
Jesus,
defense.
really?
Sports agent, yeah.
We're gonna go visit Wesley actually.
Really?
Yeah.
yeah.
As soon as the
see how he's doing.
As soon as the show gets,
If we get good reviews.
we got to stay away from the prison if we get bad.
How long did he get?
2
years or
2 or 3 years, right?
He really got
They
Yeah.
screwed him
They
over
use him
so
to make,
bad,
use him to
man.
make an example
I
of him.
know, they
that's what
screwed
it is.
him.
He's being used, man.
It's really terrible that,
He's such a bright dude, man. Such a smart guy, funny guy. His kids speak 4 languages, man.
yeah.
They came to my house. They prayed in Spanish. They can speak Korean, French fluently, better than I do. Speak
Jeez.
Spanish.
Wow.
I don't speak Korean.
Maybe they should have interpreted that textbook to
Oh my God!
You had to read legalese. If they read legalese, it'd be a different situation.
That's one language. Tell us about the show. I know you guys
Ghetto
want to talk
Clown.
about the show. Ghetto Clown.
Let Fish talk.
Yeah.
I'm talking
Fisher
out.
Stevens.
Because all he does is
Yeesh.
talk in the show, and all I do is listen to him. But I
That's
love
a
it.
great way to start.
I'm
the
sorry,
relationship.
Sean. I love it. I love it. No,
Yeah, sure you do.
basically, it's the story of John's or an artist's career and life in the not just in the movie and theater career, but basically how he got inspired, what got him to start getting into writing, which is what kind of spurred John's career, actually. Because I met John in 1988. We were doing a Midsummer Night's Dream at the Public Theater with F. Murray Abraham and
We were both
Elizabeth
24.
McGovern. We were
Jesus.
24 years old, and he was Puck, and I was Demetrius, and we were both kind of rebel rousers and rowdy kids. And he, during one of the scenes where when I was on stage, he put itching powder in my jock, and I
bought at the joke shop. I was playing Puck. I was met. You know, I'm the funny guy in the show. I'm the funny guy.
You go. Have him itching his balls while he's trying to do it.
So I'm itching my balls. I know exactly who it is. So I knew.
You screaming, dog. You were screaming. Because that itching powder is bullshit, man. Because it's actually like fiberglass.
It's burning powder. Yeah.
It's like little
What,
nettles
you put it on
that get
you
in.
put it on every morning?
No, but I do remember doing some attic work. I didn't always have this cushy job. I used to crawl around in attics, and that insulation itches. That shit makes you itch.
And that's what they put in the thing, and he puts it in my jock, and I'm screaming on stage with Elizabeth McGovern. She thinks
you're hot for her.
She
but
thought
it's just your balls on fire.
That's what was hot. And then, so when John went on, I took shaving cream, and I shaving creamed his next costume and his entire dressing room.
In my backpack, in my shoes.
All his shit, his scripts, his shoes, everything.
We both got fined by Equity.
Actors Equity fined us.
Really? What kind of harassment thing?
But
harassed each other.
Actors Equity is a great union, but they play. Anyway, we don't want to get into the union discussion today. Right?
They should let you.
There is no union discussion. Unions rule, and that's it.
So shut up. So we
shut up.
So I've known the guy a long time. Then we did Super Mario Brothers, and while we were doing it, he was always writing. And he'd already done one show at that point, Mambo Mouth. Right. But he was writing his second show. He'd be shooting all day. You know, we'd be shooting, and then we'd go play basketball.
Well, I'd have to write, because, I mean, doing Super Mario Brothers, that movie sucked, let's be honest. And I had to feel like I was going to do something better with my life, because that movie might have ended my career.
Oh, shit.
So I was in panic mode.
Quick, get me a pen. I gotta write
so Fisher
something.
would give me shrooms and stuff, so I wouldn't calm down.
I helped him write Spikorama in a different way. I was his dealer. So then I was kind of blown away, because Super Mario Brothers actually did ruin my career, because I didn't write anything.
Shit.
So
you weren't writing.
Anyway, I know I needed to write. But so about 2 years ago, John did workshops of this piece, and asked me to, and it was a very interesting piece about his growth as an artist. And we started working about 1.5 years ago together, and here we are on Broadway.
And but this show is like we're trying to do something that's rawer, more dangerous than everybody's ever done. You know, take that one-man show, because I've done a couple already. So we wanted to go balls out, and it's been scary. It's been a little tough. You know, got a couple lawsuit calls and stuff.
Oh,
like
really?
That.
What, from mentioning names and
some people,
just talking about shit honestly.
He's pushing it,
and even people who aren't celebrities. Called me up and said, you're saying this about her, and you can't say this because you're not a doctor, so you're not allowed to make. I was calling her a psycho.
Can you say in my opinion?
Oh my God!
Yeah, you can't say my.
If you say in my opinion,
you had problems, huh?
Well, I'm an entertainer. Yeah, in my opinion, then you can't.
You're allowed to say it, but it's still.
Yeah.
You still could be taken to court for that.
But John's also, I think, you're going to dark places in your own life about yourself.
Right.
He's revealing shit about himself that he's never revealed before, or that I
was scared when my wife saw it. I was afraid she was going to leave me.
Right, but she loves him now. She got lucky after he saw it.
Do you feel like, because you've done a few one-man shows, do you feel like you have to try to top yourself?
Absolutely.
And then the pressure must be on, because
always.
So now you got to get more dangerous. You got to let people in a little more.
You got to try crazier stuff, and it just go further, man. Just reveal more. I mean, in some ways, it's incredible as an artist. As a person, it sucks a little bit. You put all your dirty shit out there that you don't really. You want to seem like you're at the top of your game.
I wouldn't even try to compare any aspect of your life and celebrity with mine, but on this radio show, okay, there is none. That's what I meant, Rich. But on this radio show, we've noticed, and me and Opie have talked about this. When you're having a slow day and there's nothing really in the news, you find you just start talking about shit in your life that you
never
would
never
mention.
And now
you would never talk about it.
Hell no.
It's called doing a fifth step. That's what it is. It's where you air out all your dirty laundry.
This 12 step. How many steps is it?
Is that 12 steps?
12 step?
Yeah.
He's 25 years sober, and he wants to tell
25 years sober.
Right.
Congratulations.
So you got your
crack, freebase, everything.
25 years old, wasting time.
25.
How come you still have your teeth? You did crack?
Those are fake.
They
look good.
He used to blow guys for crack.
No, I didn't. No, because you kiss it doesn't mean it's a blowjob. Okay, if it doesn't cross your gum lines.
He would wear.
Okay, you're not in the club.
So Mickey Rourke before
he had his surgery.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's whatever.
That's a compliment.
That is a compliment.
But when you air out all your stuff, it frees you of all your fucking inner demons.
No, it's true. It's true. I mean, it totally Well, I mean, because what can anybody sling at you now?
Right.
You're slinging at yourself.
That's the best thing. And being in the public eye or putting yourself out there, as they say, it makes it so much easier when you do say shit like that because, no one can then say shit about you. You read stuff on the internet, and it's like, I've thrown out crap on this show that puts that to shame. So shut up.
Right, exactly. But it's hard to cross that line on yourself.
Yeah. Now, early on in the earlier one-man shows,
is not a cool thing, you know what I mean? But once you cross that line, then you're kind of okay.
I can bitch slap you, but
did you realize earlier on in the one-man shows that I'd like to say that, but I'm gonna hold that back. I'm not gonna.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, also because once you put that stuff out there like that on print and in a show, you can't take it back. You know, and like when I did Spicorama, my mom was really upset about the whole situation. Then my father was going to sue me and everything.
Oh, shit.
And they were all pissed off. And my mom she's really uptight about this one. I haven't even told my father.
Oh,
now,
really?
Well, he'll know. It's on a bus poster. It's all over.
But it doesn't say it's about you.
Right, but he probably figures.
That's what you should have called it. It's about you. So anyone that looks at it goes, fucking John.
Right. Yeah.
He's screwing me over on this one.
It's not about him. It's about me.
Yeah.
I'm more attacking myself than
you do.
Attacking everybody.
Yeah.
Were you close with your dad growing up?
Moments. We have moments of closeness.
Yeah. In general,
not a lot.
In general, not really, obviously. Yeah.
Well, not really, but we had some great moments. There were some great moments of closeness. But he was an immigrant. He was a hardworking man, 24/7 player.
Not much time for a little personal attention to the kids.
Right.
Yeah.
He liked to work. He liked the ladies. So there was no time for the rest of us, which is great because look, it made me who I am today, man. Without that, I'd be just a regular Joe Schmo. Like the rest of my friends.
Everyone in here is one of Santa's broken toys. Okay? You're not the only one. Okay, you can go around the room.
Believe me.
His father made him his brother, and the father takes showers together.
No,
okay?
it was one time he was trying to teach us how to shower when we were little kids. And that
in a hotel on vacation.
It wasn't a hotel on
Palm
vacation.
Springs. Go fuck yourself. You're the creep. And
I love the fantasies you bring up in your head.
That's crazy, man.
I love the fantasies in your head. Whatever gets you off, Rich.
But Rich has the best stories.
Oh, please.
I got great stories.
Way better than what we have.
How's your mom?
They're
Shut
all
up.
fucked up. My whole family was fucked up. Just use me as a pawn in your divorce. But you know what? I broke the chain of dysfunction with my kids when I got divorced. I didn't fucking come see them every other week and fucking try to get the whole visit in on, hit them, take them out to dinner, buy them toys. I spent time. I raised my kids. Okay, so I broke the chain of dysfunction. So you can't, whatever happened.
Your psychobabble is disgusting.
Go fuck
You
yourself.
want a hug from everybody in the room?
Yeah, what do you want?
I was digging it. I was like, whoa.
You were digging it?
I thought you were going to say you abandoned your kids. You just didn't see them.
No. Cycle. Stop wasting the time.
He breaks the chain of dysfunction by leaving his family. Yeah.
No, that's nice.
I'm white, man.
Fisher,
That's a big confession.
There's something going on.
I don't know if people knew that yet.
There's something going on in here with one of the guys that works here who insists he knew you or knows you or knew you in college or whatever the hell it was.
I was in college because I didn't go.
Okay, already.
Oh, my God, this is
already
brilliant.
it's screwy.
This guy says you guys were best friends for a week, and then
like
blew
something
them off.
happened where you weren't friends anymore. But like you hung out and were really friends for a week and
played basketball.
I'm just calling severe bullshit on
What's
this
his
one.
name?
Me or talking to him?
Wait, don't even say his name.
You're always playing b-ball. That's true.
Yeah.
I want to see if
get
Fisher
in here.
even
Get in
recognizes
here,
him.
Mars. Now, do you know this guy?
Fisher, you look scared.
I know him.
The look.
You know him.
Wait,
does
he's put on weight.
He lost some hair, put on weight.
But we didn't go to college together.
No, I assumed you went to NYU because we played ball there all the time.
I was a member of the gym.
There you go.
All right.
Okay. All right, so he's partly right. Yeah,
he's partly right.
Yeah, but he's partly
but
wrong.
now you were friends. What kind of friendship did you have?
Yeah, because he's hurt, Fisher. He's
hurt. He's very injured.
What happened was that it was a good week. We hung out and we were playing ball over at the NYU gym. We actually
What year?
That was, I think, in '88 or '89. He was doing Short Circuit 2.
Oh, my kids saw it last night. They love it, Fish.
Yeah, that was like
they played the first Indian man, the white guy that played Indian man. Nobody was doing that before.
Now you
back then.
couldn't do that.
Now you could get away with that.
No,
the Indian guy would be like, I want that shit. You'd be like,
they'd outsource your ass. We're going to collect you and take you somewhere and technologically improve you.
I did get offered a couple Bollywood films after that movie.
Did you?
For real? Thinking I was.
People actually thought you were Indian. Yeah.
Nice. He wants you to help him with his two-man show.
You should have taken those jobs. Why'd you turn those jobs down, man?
No, believe me, it was a bad mistake.
Yeah, it was. You know better now, hindsight, you know?
Always 2020.
So we played basketball?
For a week. Basketball for approximately a week, maybe two.
Full court or half?
A half court.
Oh, so you really got to know each other a little closer.
Right. And we also went to dinner. No homo. We went to dinner.
Oh, went to dinner.
And he stayed in character. We went to an Indian restaurant, and he spoke to me.
I was
Indian
yes.
You said that already.
I was a method actor.
Yeah.
I was trying to live the life of the Indian. I actually went to India and almost died doing research. I decided.
Really?
My stomach. I had the worst dysentery. I decided I was from Gujarat, from a poor village. So I went and lived in a poor village, but where there were no toilets, and happened to get dysentery, and basically sat in a river for a week.
Wow, man, that's crazy. You could have just gone to the Indian restaurant around on 6 days.
I needed to
got the
could have hung out the
ordered
whole
the
time.
hot vindaloo, and you would have been in
a lot of
toilet.
money too, and heartache. Yeah,
I don't think. Now the thing is, he's remembering this stuff. I don't think he's really remembering doing any of this with you. Like, he remembers the method acting, the Indian restaurants, but I don't think
There's no story
Marcelino's.
with him. There's no like, oh, he cracked me up.
Remember that move I made on the court when I fucking came over the top of you? And
then you
none of
slammed
that.
it down. No, it's more like I left town. I was in another country when you weren't down. I kind of exodus away.
I actually broke into your apartment. I lived there. I screwed your wife.
What happened, Mars?
So is that why?
That was dark fish. Damn, where'd you go with that one, man?
It's these guys. I'm getting their energy.
I like the way he blames everybody else for his own
dark
shit.
evilness in this place. He's right.
You do it a lot. You blame other people for your shit.
He's a method actor.
It's a horrible place.
He felt the vibe and he went with it.
The studio's an awful
place. Mars says, Fisher, that then you blew him off after this unbelievable weak relationship.
It's just all of a sudden you dropped off the face of the earth.
Because he probably had another movie.
Filming a movie.
Dummy. Familiar to me too, man. Who are you?
I'm Puerto Rican, so
that's why.
That's why.
Yeah. You're like a cousin or something.
But John did go to NYU.
Cousin or something. Yeah.
I did go to NYU. I dropped out, but I went there.
But Mars wants to know.
NYU, the evil empire.
Mars wants to know why you blew off the friendship that he thought he had.
Sorry. Because I was probably an egocentric, young actor full of himself at the time.
And you were just a piece of shit.
Exactly. And things haven't really changed.
Oh, damn.
Did you feel like you guys were going to be friends for years?
I was hoping.
You were getting that vibe?
Why not?
And you were like, oh, man, you probably went home and told everybody, I'm playing fucking b-ball with the guy from
Short Circuit 1.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, but you're Puerto Rican. What do you expect?
Jesus, I didn't take it this far when my fucking first wife left me.
Oh, please. Neither did she.
Whoa, I'm rubbing your clue.
Did I pay for the dinner at least?
Absolutely.
There you go. Oh, look at that.
Was it just you two?
Spreading around that short circuit money.
A little foggy back in those days, smoking a lot of weed. I think there was.
You were his drug dealer.
I think there were other people with us. I think
Supplying other suppliers?
Okay.
See, you don't remember the
You
other
never did
people.
hard drugs. You
There
just,
it is.
Nah.
He doesn't remember the other
It's
people.
hallucinogenic stuff. Creative stuff.
Just creative drugs.
Shrooms, weed.
Right, that's all.
You were a fucking fanboy.
That's right,
just
baby.
telling everybody.
And he knew
shit.
that. That's why
and
he had
knew
to
it.
leave.
So he's like, what am I going to do? Hang out with a fanboy? You don't need a yes man.
These guys don't hang
Everybody
out with
needs a yes
fanboys.
man. Shut the hell up. There you go. What the fuck? The day's hard enough. Life's tough enough. You need some yes people
You
around
need
you.
some yes man? Yeah.
Do you still play basketball?
Oh, rarely.
Look at him.
He's into
Yo, this room's giving me ADD, man. I can't with all the screens and TV and everything. How do you guys?
I know,
really.
really. We fall out all the time. We'll be in a conversation, be like, what?
Wow, that looks
fucking.
I mean, Gaddafi is dressed like Casper the Friendly Ghost. He
Yeah,
just
they
went
got
off
the union
air.
stuff.
Yeah,
my wife's going to the
really
union
going crazy.
What?
thing today.
Where?
City
Oh,
Hall.
really? The union
The
protest?
City Hall, the protest, yeah.
Yeah.
There's one in New York?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's growing, man.
You didn't get the email, huh?
First of all, I live in Jersey. Second of all, I didn't do enough TV last year.
That's your problem.
I didn't do enough TV last year for after to kick in for my health insurance.
So you're kind of resentful, so you're not going to go?
Not at all. No,
so why don't you go?
Why don't I go to a rally?
Yeah.
Really? Really? Yeah. And maybe because I'm going to my fucking Save the Whale rally today, okay?
Speaking about the Cove,
way to go, Rich. Way to go,
Rich. Thank you.
Rich. Thank you.
Mr. Stevens was the producer of the Cove.
When I saw,
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he likes animals.
We have a big documentary coming out.
And fishies.
About what?
It's called Women Aren't Funny. It's a documentary on female comics.
Women aren't funny.
Women aren't funny.
John, it's good.
It's fucking our
Are they
documentary.
funny?
that's because Bonnie McFarlane, his
My
wife,
wife is
is
a
the one
comic.
that's doing the whole
Yeah,
thing.
that was
Really,
Your rider's home.
We have
And
every
she's
fucking
funny.
big.
And
Is that
she's
your
fun-
ex-wife or your
No,
present
my
wife?
present wife. My
She's
ex-wife
funny.
just moved to North Carolina.
What does she do?
Who, my ex-wife
Yeah.
or my new wife?
Your ex-wife.
What
You
she
said you
do?
have so many wives to talk
She was
about. I don't know, I
babysitting.
can't-
I
My
know.
ex-wife was babysitting my kid for my new wife, but she's moving. But this fucking no, the Cove. What are you fucking kidding me?
You all right?
Yeah, this is fucking.
Really?
This is some real
well,
fucking stuff.
during
right here.
crazy, man.
during the Golden Globes, when I saw you get up there,
Oscars, not
Oscars. excuse me.
the Golden Globes
Yes,
doesn't.
Oscars.
They don't acknowledge
Exactly.
the documentaries.
Yeah,
The Golden Globes.
it was the Oscars.
That's a lucky
Excuse
thing
me.
for you.
Excuse me.
No, I didn't mean to
That's
say
good.
that. It's just the Golden
No, it's
Globes.
true.
They don't care about.
Well, you're definitely not going to get nominated if they had a category now after that comment.
The Golden. I know. After, I don't think me and Ricky Gervais are going to ever be back in the Golden Globes.
But when I found out you were
destroyed it,
involved
man.
with that, I was like, oh fuck, that's
That was
that's
an
pretty cool.
amazing experience, and it was weird because I actually decided to be. I was filming a whole other doc in a slaughterhouse, and I saw how they were killing, cats. So I decided to become a pescatarian, only eat fish. So I started eating a lot of tuna, and then I started feeling metal in my mouth, run down. I went and had my blood work done, and I had incredible mercury poisoning.
It's like a thermometer.
I was way. That's right. If anyone didn't feel well, I would just touch them, and I could tell them exactly what. I would turn red up to here. But and then when I got my friend Jim Clark was financing the Cove, and he said they need to make a movie out of it. They've been shooting, but there's no movie, and I got obsessed with the whole dolphin thing. I didn't really care at the time about dolphins, to be honest. I cared about the oceans. Yeah, I thought swimming with them was cool, and then you learn about how they feel, and then you learn about what the Japanese are doing, and then we tried to make a kind of really interesting kind of Ocean's 11 type doc and make it entertaining because docs I haven't seen yours. I'm sure it's much easier if it's about a comic or comics.
Yeah.
If it's about people killing dolphins, that's tough to get an audience.
Well, that's more of an Oscar bait. I mean, it's going to be harder for him to get Oscar.
Well, ours is.
Killing.
It's
No
more of a
killing female
comedy.
comics.
It's intertwined. We're doing a reality based on our lives, intertwined with a documentary, which it's kind.
Hey, John,
it's
you use
never
a
really
mic
been done.
during your show?
Yeah.
How about you use one here?
Oh.
I want to be off the record.
Yeah, so I mean,
Oh, you guys, are you union? Check my mic.
That was a union guy. Union guy.
It's intertwined. It's not like it's not an empowered thing. You'll learn from it, but our goal is for people to walk out, saying that was fucking funny.
To walk out halfway through it.
Excuse me, entertainers are talking now. You fucking fly-by-night CB fucking radio host.
Fly-by-night.
Shut up, one step above a podcast.
Have fun, Rich, because they're going to be gone tomorrow, you motherfucker.
You look like Steve Buscemi a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. If
That's
Steve
the tags.
If Buscemi was sick. I don't like
Empire.
I don't like them.
You don't like us?
No.
You think John's going to remember you after he leaves?
I'm only kidding.
You only have us, brother. In the end, you only have us.
Yeah, really.
Remember that.
It's going to be a time when we're just all sitting here and you're there, and you're going to want your fucking plug for the Chuckle Hut somewhere.
But the Cove, fuck. But you made it entertaining.
Well, that was the goal, and
fucking, it's a tough watch at times. Bro.
It is.
Holy
There's
shit.
some moments that are, and they're still killing them.
But that's why I picked Fisher to direct my show. I saw the Cove. If he could work with dolphins, he could work with me.
And nothing changed.
Darkness,
you think some of these documentaries will change some shit?
It's changed a little bit. They don't kill as many. They still, but I think in the next year or two, it's getting better and better in terms of.
They
the
banned
awareness.
the doc in Japan for a long time.
Yeah, now it's coming back. So we're actually we open tomorrow in Japan on video, and it'll be all available to them. We open in the theaters and select. Actually, the Yakuza threatened the distributors. They went to the house of the distributors.
Japanese mafia.
They threw rocks into their windows. They followed the distributors' children.
That's all they did was throw rocks?
School. No, they followed them to school, and threatened them. I mean, it's opened up a definite wound in Japan.
It's a real tough mafia that throws rocks. Break the window next time.
Well, that's
terrifying mob.
I've had rocks thrown through my window. It's not fun, dude.
So you won an Oscar.
Leave the
for
rock,
that.
take the sushi.
Now, how did you burn the bridge? What did you say? You burned the bridge there at the Oscars, or
Golden Globes?
Or the Golden Globes?
No, I didn't. I'm just saying Golden Globes, because the Golden Globes doesn't recognize documentaries because it's the Golden Globes. There's no category.
Yeah, no, you got to be a big star. They want big stars.
They want
the
big
Golden
stars.
Globes.
They don't care about documentaries.
I'm not going to diss the Golden Globes because
love documentaries.
What do you eat now? Like doing documentaries about slaughterhouses
It's
and
very
that.
hard for
Like,
me to
how do
eat
you find food to eat?
Down to plants.
I eat a lot of chia seeds.
Yeah, that's it.
I had them this
they're
morning.
delicious.
No, it's
phenomenal. So tasty.
And then you go see a movie like Food Inc., and then you see how the corn is grown, and then you see how the
GMO'd food.
So now you can't eat anything without feeling.
It's kind of sad. It's kind of a bummer. It makes you want to just
Tootsie Rolls. Go back
food.
to just eating Tootsie Rolls.
Yeah.
And Swedish
But
fish.
then you read a book called Sugar Blues, and you don't want to eat sugar. I mean, everything
God.
is. I know it's really. I don't come here to depress
You know, a chicken is
torture
great,
yourself.
but
Eat all that shit.
those chicken assembly lines are pretty nasty
Oh
too.
man, Purdue or you go
Kentucky Fried. I used to work at Kentucky Fried Chicken. I know
that's not chicken.
Whatever that is.
What is that? You know they couldn't call it Kentucky Fried Chicken. You see, it's KFC because it's not chicken. So
They don't have beaks.
What the fuck is it?
It's processed
chicken
meal.
pieces.
It's pieces of
Even the breasts?
yeah. It's
I mean,
not-
I don't eat that shit, but really?
Not anymore, you know.
No, I haven't eaten that shit.
Yeah, back in the day.
Back, after a day in White Castle, after, a night out.
Night out White Castle. Oh my
fuck,
God, that was amazing, man.
White
One of those
Castle.
greasy sliders at 4 a.m. in the morning.
You didn't even have to
that
get
onions.
you didn't even have to get out of your car to throw the stuff in the garbage. You could throw it right in the parking lot. Right
on the street, right there.
See, we're just sitting there all fucking and just throw the shit out.
You'd get into your car though the next day and still smell that shit.
It was like fucking a
And when
fat
it came,
girl.
and it comes back out, holy.
Yeah, it's not
you
good
don't
when it
tell
comes
your
out.
friends about it.
Yeah, you gotta watch when that shit comes through you because that
Run out of the
that's a
house
little
real fast. Just get
Yeah.
it done and leave.
So that food,
Indian dysentery.
so there's really nothing you could eat.
I mean, there are. I mean, there. If you hang out with Woody Harrelson, you eat pretty well.
Yeah.
The vegetables, the vegan, but most of the vegans I know are very pale.
I hate fucking like going out with a girl and she goes like, "Oh, I'm a vegetarian" or "I'm a vegan." It's like,
but dude, it's
great.
a cheap date.
Let me try
Come on, a couple of
Yeah, but
vegetables?
what a pain in the ass to try to find a place. They're like, and then ordering. Is that cooked on a separate
oil?
fucking thing that
Use
isn't
oil
cooked
for
with
that?
the meat? It's like, you know what's going on back there? Shut up. Don't worry about it.
Bonnie has a
Mixing
great
it all
She ate meat
together.
later, though, didn't she?
Union?
Got to get a protein somewhere.
Holy cow.
On stage, Bonnie goes, "I'm a vegan. I'm not talking down to you people. I just choose to be a vegan." She goes, "Well, I cheat once in a while. I eat veal." She goes, "It's so tender."
The
I don't
worst
know.
Let's go with the
thing
letter
ever.
V. Yeah, anything with letter V.
The
Patrice
worst thing
tried to be
ever.
a vegan for like
He
a
tried,
week
yeah.
or two.
Really?
For a while, Patrice was a
didn't work.
vegan.
When I was in NYU, I was broke, and I used to tell girls I was a vegetarian so I could be cheap on dates and not have to buy
That's
steak.
good. Just some bean sprouts and shit.
I'd save a lot
Nice
of
and
steak.
cheap. Yeah.
Don't, I
Breast
can't eat the
clippings.
steak. No, and if you eat the steak.
Let it be known that Mars was blown off again here, by the way. He's just standing there awkwardly.
Sorry, buddy.
Oh, Fisher, man. What the?
It's 1988 all over again.
The guy's
It's
having
all over again.
flashbacks over there. Like,
Look, he's just
I thought he was
hoping
going
that.
to tell me that he came in and stole shit out of my house.
Oh, my God, because he's Latin?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my God.
John,
He's hoping they can rekindle the 1 week relationship they had.
he's having friggin' flashbacks.
Mars, you all right?
I'm
You all right?
So you realize now that this relationship was nothing, right?
No, I'm
You're gonna
sorry, dude. I'm sorry.
Put on an old Chicago song and cry.
You can start again, man. The opportunity's there to
What are you doing
recreate
tonight?
that friendship.
Yeah. What are you doing?
except
Go
I'm
down to the
busy.
gym, play some
I'm
basketball.
busy. I got to do a play. Oh, sorry, dude.
We haven't even really talked about the play, but I'm telling you, this, it's going to be another
The
great
play
one.
is- John, I have to say, I've known John, as I said, since '88. He's doing incredible work. He's an inspiration to work with. He's
Who's the blonde?
hilarious, and he cries.
Who's the blonde? Sorry.
Who's the blonde rolling?
Those are the housewives.
From which ones?
It doesn't matter.
Housewives are celebrities.
Ones with
now.
no talent.
Housewives of Miami.
Miami? Oh, the new show started last night. I
saw
read that somewhere.
Just freaked out.
I was
Anyway,
looking at
sorry.
Mars, man. I'm sorry.
I know,
was looking
yeah,
at him.
Mars.
I was finally giving him some.
We have
some
ADD
love.
on this show, so Ghetto Clown, you're saying it's his best work.
I think. Well,
that's.
I think he's incredible in it, and
I think it is my best work too, though. I mean, working with Fish and I, be trying to like go as hard and crazy and still be hilarious. I think we accomplished it.
Yeah,
it's pretty well. I mean, we've been touring for 2 years now. I've been going around Canada, far away from everybody.
It's far away. The show in the Ukraine really went over big.
That was
on the Arctic Circle.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see
us
it.
in
You'll
Borscht.
dig it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really, and every night.
I've seen John's stuff. Always liked it.
Yeah, and it's Broadway is an incredible place to do it. It's elevated both of us, our game.
Oh, hell yeah.
In an incredible way. So
because the risk is crazy.
It's crazy risk.
You would rather do on stage than be in a movie, right? Would you rather?
Hell yeah! I mean, the feeling on stage. I mean, movies.
Instant satisfaction.
Yeah.
I just saw that fucking movie. You got to please. I want to go right to the source here. What the fuck? How did it end? You were on the goddamn pool table, and then you disappear. Right? Yeah, and then everyone's fucking disappearing and shit.
Vanishing on 7th Street.
Vanishing on 7th. And then like, where did you go?
It's a Twilight Zone type of movie.
It pissed me off. I was invested in the whole thing. I'm watching it.
It's an intellectual movie. I know that's why it's pissing you off. I know.
That's what Brad
So don't even try then, boss.
No. Come on, it was fucking scary.
No,
as hell,
it was
man.
scary and shit. And then I'm like,
tell me you weren't scared.
It was very fucking scary.
But then you were pissed off too.
It was a scary movie. But then it's one of those movies that ends, and I'm like, I like movies that end and I could just fucking forget about it, but I don't like those as much as these movies that fuck me up, because then I get on the internet, I'm starting to go, what are other people saying about this fucking movie? Where the hell did they go? John Leguizamo on a pool table, now it's closer there.
Because they did mad research, man. They did all that, the Haldring, oh man, what's that place in Geneva?
Yeah,
where they're banging particles together.
Right,
and
right, the particle accelerator.
Right, particle accelerator, and they just did it recently. They actually were able to
blasted that thing off.
You disappear.
But then it's like I exist, and then but you don't.
Well, you don't, because if you stop feeling like you exist, you do disappear. Don't you feel like that sometimes? And when you wake up in the morning after a hangover.
But how did the light keep it on? What was with the light?
I'm not going to reveal all the secrets of the
he doesn't know.
Fuck.
He doesn't remember.
God damn it.
He's long past that.
I know.
He doesn't even remember.
That was 3 movies ago.
Yeah, exactly. They're saying
come on, that movie's great. I love Brad Adams. He did The Machinist with Christian Bale. He did
actually
creepy,
was cool.
scary.
The Machinist was great.
I was more in for the journey than the destination.
All right.
You know, it was.
Is there a movie that Christian Bale won't lose weight for?
That's 2 he's done. That's 2.
But the mechanic was sick. He looked like, and then he buffed up for friggin'
Batman, and he was great in The Fighter. Unbelievable.
He was incredible in The Fighter, man.
Unbelievable.
He's going to take that Oscar hands down.
Yeah, he's good, man.
So I thought doing the movie with Brad Anderson would give me the stake. I didn't lose enough weight, obviously.
Hey, what movie's going to win the Oscar this year?
King's Speech, hands down.
Everyone's saying that, huh?
Yeah, man. It's got to. It's the tightest story. The best journey of all of them.
I like Social Network.
I like Social Network.
I like Winter's Bone.
That was a great movie too. That was a great, but that won't win.
You know what was great about it? You didn't know if those were really actors or people from the fucking
That's
Ozark.
hot. I like when that happens.
It was both.
Animal Kingdom was amazing, man.
Yeah,
everybody's like blanked out.
That's Australian.
The Australian flick was incredible. I liked it.
Yeah,
that was like a gangster film made for no money.
Oh wait, I saw part of that.
You don't like
it was too tight. No, I fell asleep. I didn't see. It's where the fucking the family.
The family.
Yeah, the family.
Oh,
I was just too out of it.
She got nominated for an Oscar, like a tiny low budget movie like that to get any attention. The mom.
Animal Kingdom.
Okay.
Yeah,
she's nominated for an Oscar.
Jackie Weaver, though. So you know it's got to be a good flick.
We're getting the wrap up.
Oh, we got to go to another radio station.
Yeah, you got a lot of stuff to do.
We're doing the tour. Sorry,
I don't know if
I try to make you feel special, but I got to go.
You
another
actually
one.
did. You know,
I'll be honest. I don't know if we did Ghetto Clown justice, but I'm certainly going. And
well,
then
come see it,
and then we'll talk about it a little more. You know,
I think you'll
definitely, man.
Oh, you're gonna love it.
But
man.
Leguizamo on fucking Broadway, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, we're gonna destroy
Ghetto Clown. What else you guys want to promote real fast?
Yeah.
Anything else there, Fisher?
You're
good?
What I'm doing?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm doing a documentary called My Decision. So I've been around the world following interesting people making big decisions in their life. I just actually was with this kid, Jadeveon Clowney, who was the #1 football prospect in high school, who was trying to decide what college to go to. He just chose South Carolina. But that to somebody who's
Gamecocks.
deciding to have a sex change operation, to somebody who's deciding how to treat cancer, to someone who's deciding to get divorced. I mean, like, so I've been. I went to Egypt 3 months ago.
Wow.
Had no idea this was going to happen.
Wow,
obviously,
yeah.
a woman deciding to actually become religious. So I've been doing that, and I'm going to play Glenn Close's Shrink on Damages.
Oh, it's the best fucking show.
You like Damages?
Oh, fuck. I can't wait for season 3 to come out on video.
Okay, all right.
I'm going to get on DVD and watch it.
John, you good? We got to get you out of here. Anything else you want to promote?
They're screaming.
I got a lot of movies coming out, but
all right, Ghetto Clown. That was the
Ghetto
big one.
Clown is what we love.
yeah,
It's
let the other suckers promote their flick.
GhettoClown.com, clown with a K for all the info.
Yeah, for all the.
All right.
Thanks,
Hey,
guys.
this was a pleasure,
Thank
man.
you.
A lot of
Thank you
fun.
very much.
Thanks a lot,
Absolutely,
brother.
man.
And I think we're ending the show. Rich Atlanta. Fuck Rich. Okay, Rich Vos. Funny Farm Comedy
Stress
Club in
Factory.
Atlanta this weekend, and then the Stress Factory next weekend. See you guys tomorrow.
Opie and Anthony are too lazy to write their own blog, so they just do it on Facebook, like everyone else. Follow them. Facebook.com/Opie and Anthony. The virus.
The Opie and Anthony show will return in just a moment. So and still continue to stare at your radio. Don't change this station. The virus Sirius 197 XM 202.
From Stinko Records, it's the new collection of covers from America's favorite derelict.
I'm the original Golden Mike.
Tippy Tom, Regurgitated.
Tom Jones. It's not unusual to be in love without a word.
He's drunk, smells like feet.
It's not unusual.
And he's forgotten most of the lyrics. Tippy Tom, Regurgitated chews up your favorite pop hits.
She's a lady. Whoa, 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 she's a lady.
And spews them back out, dirtier, grittier, and stinkier than farts and old beer.
But the lady is mine. Go something like that.
From your favorite haunting melodies.
Riders on the storm. Something like that.
To your most cherished classic rock cuts.
Come on, baby, light my fire.
Tippy Tom hunkers down and craps all over him and refuses to wipe.
Trying to set the night on fire!
And if you act now, you'll receive Tippy Tom's tribute to the town he calls home.
I've been stuck on Frank Sinatra. Start spreading the news.
It's Old Blue Eyes.
I'm leaving today.
Meets Old Crusty Eyes.
I'm gonna be a part of it. New York, New York.
It's a sappy salute to the city that broke his spirit, crushed his dreams, and left him blowing strange men for cheap wine in the Port Authority bus terminal.
If I can make it here, I can make it
Tippy Tom.
anywhere.
Regurgitated.
It's up to you, New York. New York. That's my vote.
Wrapped in a special carrying case, brown in the back, yellow in the front, just like Tom's underwear. Call 1-800-NO-T-CELL right now for your copy of Tippy Tom Regurgitated.
Any more requests?